part by the SIU Credit Union, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702, Montgomery's Place, Central Hospital for Animals, First Southern Bank. Also helping to make this broadcast possible, Riggin Palage and Burke Funeral Home, John A. Logan College, Rise Performance, Banterra Bank, Shawnee Health, the City of Carterville. Also supporting this broadcast, Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating, Steve and Rich's Barber Styling, Malone's Early Learning Center, Polar Whip, and the Bank of Herrin. It's time for the Carterville Lions on News Radio WJPF. Here's Keenan Clark and the voice of the Lions, Dave McKenzie.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Massac County High School. Dave McKenzie, Keenan Clark with you here on this Friday night. As Keenan, we have reached week number 7 of the high school football season. The Lions come into tonight. They are 4-2 after that big win a week ago at Harrisburg. The last road game of the regular season for the Lions tonight. And, with a win, giving them 5, that would make them playoff eligible.
Yeah, I mean, you need this one. You got to get 5 wins. What that does is that makes you eligible as long as you have enough playoff points. Your playoff points are accumulated by the combined total of your opponent's wins. And Carterville's strength of schedule definitely plays in their favor there because they're certainly going to have enough playoff points if they can get that 5th win to find a spot in the playoffs. And then it starts back. That's week 1 again is what that is.
Yeah, absolutely. As we're in week 7 here already. Of course, as we mentioned, the Lions coming off that win last week at Harrisburg, 28-7, the final score. And that was by far the best game that Carterville has played. All 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, special teams played a big role in that win. Had a couple of big returns. Jonathan Miller had that return down to the 5, and Carterville scored. And then we had the return, the long return. It almost was broke up the middle there as well. So all 3 phases come into play.
Yeah, and I think you can go back a week and think a lot of that was planted during that second half of the St. Joe game. When we played against St. Joe, that second half, we won that. Actually, we dominated 3 of the 4 quarters in that game, only to come up a little bit short. That second quarter came back and bit us. But we didn't have a step back afterwards. We went to Harrisburg. It looks like we even improved. Offensively, we're doing a lot more things, showing some diversity. I like seeing us under center. Both quarterbacks were doing some things. And the defense, as always, was very solid.
Last week was a big night for Nick Bishing against Harrisburg. He had 12 carries for 121 yards, 3 touchdowns on the season. Chance Myers has just been outstanding. 95 carries. He's close to 700 yards. He's averaging about 7.2 yards per carry. He is the workhorse for this Lions offense.
He is, and he seems to be running a lot better now that he's been seeding some of his handoffs to Amon Cozy.
Yep.
So Amon ran the ball very well the last 2 weeks. Luke Johnson ran it well, but because of that, Chance can come over to the sideline, catch his breath, and then they can send him in whenever they find spots and not have to run him in situations that maybe he's not comfortable running. We've got other guys that can do that and do that very effectively. So you're right. He's been doing a great job, but he's been getting some help too.
Absolutely. This is your Bank of Herrin pregame show as we are getting you set for Carterville Lions football here on a Friday night. The Massac County Patriot Band on the field. They're getting ready to do their pregame activities. Cheerleaders and the flag corps are out there as well. And we are going to take a break here on our Bank of Herrin pregame show. And when we come back, hopefully we're going to hear from the head coach of your Carterville Lions. That's Brett Dial. It's coming up next here on News Radio WJPF.
At the Bank of Herrin, we know that between family and work, it can be a challenge to find the time to take care of things like going to the bank. And really, what you need is a way to do your banking on the go. Well, we've got good news.
Go
With
90,
the Bank of Herrin mobile
then the
banking app,
coach,
you can
and
manage
then go
debit
90.
cards, find bank locations, monitor account activity, even make a deposit. Just a few of the ways our mobile banking app can
I did get it up, by the way. It's ready.
We'd love for you to come and see us. But
Good
now
deal.
You don't have to. The Bank of Herrin. It's not just a bank, it's mobile banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Montgomery's Place in Carterville is your place for taking a quick lunch break, a craft dinner experience with a relaxing atmosphere, or a Saturday brunch spot. It's Montgomery's Place. Their menu offers full breakfast.
You want me to run the
options and hot
rejoin
and cold
bumper, or do you want me to just go right
Ask
into the
about their
interview?
weekly dinner specials Thursday through Saturday.
You can just
Their full
go
bar and
right into
signature
the
cocktails
interview
makes
with that
Montgomery's
one.
Place the
But
perfect
any
place
other
for
breaks
your
after
next
that,
private party
use
or
the
event.
bumper coming
Proud
back
to
to
be
us.
a longtime Carterville Lions booster. Montgomery's Place on South Division Street.
Central Hospital for Animals in Marion, Herrin, Carbondale, and Harrisburg has been taking care of your furry family members for over 40 years. Sure, they do wellness visits and routine vaccinations, but you might not know about everything they offer, like orthopedic surgery for pets with hip or knee injuries, and laser therapy to reduce inflammation, pain, or promote wound healing. Noticing that your pet stopped jumping? Maybe they've just slowed down in general. Central Hospital for Animals offers chiropractic services too. Online at centralvet.net.
Want to know one of the best? 102 represents more than just electricians. The IBEW is made up of Southern Illinois. 102 represents more than just electricians. The IBEW is made up of Southern Illinois linemen, tree trimmers, telephone workers, utility workers, city employees, factory workers, construction workers, and many more. So when you support the IBEW, you're really supporting Southern Illinois. Help make Southern Illinois a brighter place. Put your trust in the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702. Providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all.
High school football means Friday night.
Gannon, just keep it. Just keep rolling commercials till I tell you to stop. They're doing the anthem.
Facebook after tonight's game.
Okay.
For River Radio Sports Central's Friday Night Live, presented by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in Carterville. Catch all of tonight's scores and join in the discussion on Friday Night Live. River Radio Sports Central, powered by Clark Concrete and IBEW Local 702. I'll see you live on Facebook tonight for Friday Night Live, presented by Charlie's AC and Heating.
Riggin, Palach, and Burke Funeral Home is a family-owned and operated full-service funeral home serving Southern Illinois since 1930. They provide dignified, caring, and individualized services to their client families. The funeral home you choose is not just the business down the street, but the caring staff that counsels you in one of the most difficult times in your life. From the time of the first phone call, your family is their number one priority. When you need them, Riggin, Palach, and Burke Funeral Home in Carterville is there. SIU Credit Union now offers interest with their free checking with e-statements accounts. Sign up for free checking and start earning a dividend on balances over $1,000. Open with just $25, and there's no monthly fees when you sign up for e-statements. Get access.
You can bring it back after this one.
1,000 free ATMs nationwide.
Okay.
Free online banking and valuable SIU CU rewards. To start earning, apply online at siucu.org. Membership required. Insured by NCUA.
Welcome back to Massac County High School. Dave McKenzie, Keenan Clark with here this evening, having some technical issues trying to get coach's interview to us. But we got other stuff we can talk about, as there are a ton of other football games taking place around Southern Illinois. And looking at first at the River to River Conference, this is a conference matchup for the Carterville Massac County game tonight.
Yeah, this is a conference matchup for us. There's a couple of other conference games going on that are going to have some implications potentially in the conference standings. So.
The biggest one being Harrisburg at Murfreesboro.
Right. If you can get a Harrisburg win at Murfreesboro, then what you've done is you've given Carterville an opportunity to win tonight. Would give them a guaranteed share of the title is what it would do.
Absolutely.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We got to take care of business here first.
Herrin Tigers are going to make a road trip tomorrow. They're going to be up at Prairie Central. That's a 2 o'clock kickoff. When you look at the Mississippi side of the river, it is DuQuoin at Anna Jonesboro. It's the Battle of Franklin County tonight. West Frankfort at Benton to take on the Rangers, and Nashville taking on Pinckneyville. Looking at South 7 action this evening, Cahokia at Centralia. Carbondale hosting Soldan tonight. Marion, a non-conference game at Collinsville. And then the Mount Vernon Rams are at Granite City in South 7 conference play. Black Diamond games tonight. Carmi West County at Edwards County. Cesar-Valier at El Dorado this evening. Fairfield at CZR. Hamco taking on Flora. And Dixon is at Johnston City here this evening. Cahokia conference action. Sparta at Carlisle. Chester at DuPont. Salem at Columbia. East Alton Wood River at Freeburg. Althoff at Mater Dei. Redbud at Westland. Roxana at Central. As the Lions make their way from the locker room to the left, onto the field, led by the cheerleaders with the Lions signs. AP polls out this week. Class 1A, number 1, Belleville Althoff. They are a perfect 6-0. Cesar-Valier in Class 1A, they are 6-0. Class 2A, Johnston City, number 5. Chester comes in at number 8. Class 3A, St. Joe Ogden, number 3 this week. And DuQuoin received a vote in Class 3A. And Class 4, 4A has Bree Central, number 1. Murfreesboro is number 10 this week.
You know, one thing to point out, you mentioned earlier the Johnson City game. They're hosting Dixon tonight. You know, bringing in a very good football program to play as opposed to opting to take the forfeit that they would normally get this week from the Vienna-Goreville absence there. So that should be interesting. That's going to be a tough game for the Indians there.
Absolutely. The Little Egypt football poll came out this week, and Murfreesboro, the number 1 team in Southern Illinois, the Johnston City Indians that Keenan's talking about, number 2. Chester, they're still perfect on the season. They're number 3. The Indians have moved into that number 4 slot. And then you have Centralia as number 5. Centralia led by a freshman quarterback this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, been outstanding.
Yeah.
Just doing a great job.
How about DuQuoin's coming back and has had a really good bounce back after week 1?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
So it's that's how the polls shake out here today. And we are getting you set for Carterville here at Massac County as they're going through the coin toss here this evening. Looking at our officials this evening, it's going to be Murray Beck, who is the referee. He's the white hat tonight. Sean Tuthill, the back judge. Bill Cochran, the umpire. Brian Beck is the head linesman. And Chris Tuthill is the line judge here this evening. So how this pans out, Carterville declined the kickoff, so they must have won the toss, and we're going to kick and defer to the second half, as we've done all season long.
I think the Lions were over there lined up thinking that there was going to be a national anthem. They weren't out here when the anthem was played just a few minutes ago, but starting to get that figured out right now. One thing that I noticed here, it's starting to pick up now. It feels a little better, but for the longest time, it didn't seem like there was a whole lot of atmosphere in pregame.
It was very quiet.
Very quiet.
And then all of a sudden, everybody shows up.
Yeah, Massac hadn't taken the field. It was just kind of a weird feeling out there on the field, kind of dry and dull. And then now the football teams have taken the field, and crowd's starting to fill up. Nice crowd over there for Carterville. So I guess we're going to play football.
I guess we are. We appreciate you tuning in here on News Radio WJPF, whether you're listening on AM 1340, if you're listening on the FM side at 99.5, if you're watching here on our YouTube live stream, we truly appreciate it. And, if you would like to watch the game, you can go to YouTube. Just search Carterville Lions at Massac County, and you'll pick up the radio call and the video with it as well. No matter where you're watching from, we appreciate it. Carterville in the road white jerseys tonight over the blue pants. And, of course, Massac County wearing the Patriot blue with the big white numbers on the back. Carterville wearing those blue numbers on their white jerseys.
Should be easy to see tonight.
Yes. Plus, I changed contacts today.
Oh, there you go.
I think I may have, little TMI, I may have put 2 right contacts in.
Mm-hmm. That's better than
on
putting
that
in 2 wrong
pair.
contacts.
Yeah. So we should be in decent shape tonight. So we'll find out. Carterville has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. And we'll be kicking it away right to left here on your radio dial. Murfreesboro sends 2 players back deep here this evening. And we are underway. Just a little pooch kick. It's going to be taken by the upback. Brought it out to about the 30, to the 40, down to near sideline. Stopped a little bit, takes a bump and into Carterville territory. So great return by Caleb Bernard of Massac County. Takes the ball into Carterville territory to start the ball game.
Yeah, that bump came from Carson Davis, so the first person to put a hand on him was the kicker. he bounces off of Carson, and then he finally gets caught from behind by Johnny Miller, and it's a good thing because he was getting ready to take that one all the way to the house.
As they take it out to the Carterville 45 to start things off here this evening. So Carterville defense going to have to do some work here early for the Lions. Quarterback for the Patriots, Cameron Fairfield. Has one running back on his hip, gives to his running back. That is Josh Gilbert. Gilbert, an outstanding athlete. He gets out to about the Carterville 40-yard line, a gain of 5, bringing up 2nd down and 5 for the Patriots.
Yeah, I don't know that they ever did get him down. Maybe at the very end of the play, but it seemed like he was being a little resistant out there.
2nd down and 5. Fairfield, the quarterback. Josh Gilbert is the running back, sends 2 receivers in Bassett and Moore out to the left side. One here on the near side. From the shotgun, Fairfield looks across the Carterville defense. Claps his hands, take the snap, screen pass out to the left side, dodges, good job, good recovery out there by Riley Crane defensively for the Lions as the reception was caught by Dawson Bassett. I thought maybe he got away from Crane, but Crane held on to his shirt and slowed him down.
Looked like he grabbed his shirt and held him up. He was trying to run in place for a moment there, but then when Crane finally recovered and got to it, looked like he made a really strong attempt to try to pull that ball out. I know that that's been an emphasis that Coach Gerald's is wanting them to try to do is get more turnovers, create some better field position for our offense.
So a loss of 1 on that play. It is 3rd down and 6 now. Ball at the 41-yard line. Fairfield from the far hash. Puts a man in motion. That was Bassett. He rolls to his right, throws to Bassett. Bassett's popped at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2. Going to bring up 4th down and about 4 now for the Patriots.
Ball was thrown behind him. That was a really athletic one-handed catch that he had to turn around to pull in order to make a positive gain.
Looks like the Patriots may go for it as Cameron Fairfield, the junior quarterback, comes to the near side, talks to head coach Jacob Collins. The ball's resting here on the near hash. Patriots moving left to right. No score, just underway. They bring Javon Moore, the receiver here on the near side, spread 2 to the far side. Once again, it's Gilbert, the tailback. Rolling to the left, Fairfield looks to throw, pumps it down the left side, and has a man out there caught. 1st down for the Patriots on the catch by Chris Garnett.
Yeah, Chris Garnett's going to be a concern for us tonight. He is one of the most athletic players. They try to get him the ball as much as they can, and when they do, he can make plays. He's very athletic, and I know that he was one that the defensive coaches were concerned about trying to find a way to stop.
They get the ball down to about the 20-yard line on that 1st down play. The 5th play of this drive for the Patriots. It's 1st and 10 at the Carterville 20. So Fairfield brings 2 receivers here on the near side, 2 to the far side. And it's the give to his tailback, Josh Gilbert. Gilbert's bottled up. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of about 1 on that carry. 2nd down now for the Patriots.
Yeah, Andy Johnson shot through the gap and made contact in the backfield, bringing him down for no gain. So good stop there.
Clock rolls to about 9 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter. The Patriots take their time on the possession. I don't see play clocks here. So they'll rely on the back judge to provide the time left on the play clock. Fairfield, little low snap, throws it down here on the right side, just puts it up and almost intercepted by the Lions. Falls incomplete, and now it's going to be 3rd down for the Patriots.
Yeah, Hayden Harrell in coverage over here on this side. He's covering from the corner, and the ball was thrown so high and so long that Parker Poole from the safety position came over and just about picked it off. In fact, it barely slipped through his hands.
3rd down and 10 from the 20. Cameron Fairfield back to the huddle now. Gives the play to his fellow offensive players. Now they break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. Takes his time. Takes the snap, inside handoff to the tight end, and Carterville snuffs that out. Big loss, brings him back to the 25-yard line on the carry by Josh Gilbert.
Yeah, Luke Johnson catches him behind the line of scrimmage. Good job in contain. That's what we talked about last week, that we did such a nice job at Harrisburg, was sealing those ends and forcing those guys to turn back inside where your linebackers can clean it up.
So loss of 2 officially, as the ball is at the 23-yard line. 4th and 12. Of course, their one first down came on that big 4th down pass moments ago. They send trip receivers out to the left side. They have one here on the near side. Fairfield with Gilbert, his running back, just off his left hip. Drops back, throws it, and throws it right into the ground, incomplete. And that turnover on downs is going to give the ball right to the Carterville Lions, exactly what the Lions needed. They get the stop, and offense is going to come to the field. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Mayor Brad Robinson and the city of Carterville. They want to remind you that there are a ton of Halloween activities scheduled in the community. The different events this month will have hay rides, additional pedestrian traffic, and costume kids. So make sure that you drive cautiously this month, watching for those ghosts and goblins. The city of Carterville says go Lions. Lions come out with the football. 7:50 mark here in the first quarter. Their first possession, 1st and 10 from the 23, and the carry by Cozy to start things off for the Lions. A pickup of about 4 or 5 here on this one. Looks like 4, bringing up 2nd down and 6.
Good start. Going to want to keep the running game going. They have a lot of momentum right now. Keep that working.
Carries it out to the 28. So Cozy remains the tailback. Riley Crane, the tight end. 2 receivers out to the far side. Mason Watts and Parker Poole. Crane in motion. Give to Cozy. Cozy takes it off right tackle, breaks 1, and gets down to the 30-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 2, and that is going to bring up 3rd down and about 3 for Carterville now.
Yeah, we pulled the weak side guard, Ethan Hendricks, on that, and he turned. He was the lead blocker through the hole, but there was a little traffic, got congested in there. Cozy got caught from behind.
So 3rd down and 4 officially. 6:45 remaining here in the opening quarter, no score. 2 receivers to the near side. Bishing takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Has the first down right up the gut across the 40, down to the 45-yard line. Big first down run for the quarterback, Nick Bishing.
Good run for him, and it looked like he got twisted a little bit on the tackle. He got bent backwards whenever he was going down to the ground. He was holding his leg, and I think he still is acting like he's got a little bit of a hitch or something going on, but I think he's going to shake it off. He's fighting it off. He's coming right back out there for the next play.
Here he comes. They get the play from the far sideline. 1st and 10. It's from the 46-yard line. 2 receivers near side. 2 to the far side for the Lions. Bishing, screen pass near side to Parker Poole. Flag comes in. Poole breaks a tackle out into territory that belongs to the Patriots, but it's going to be against the Carterville Lions, and it may be an illegal motion. So we'll see.
Yeah, I was about to mention before the play started, they're giving a really big cushion to our receivers on both sides, and you're just inviting us to throw the ball out to Parker Poole, who the man guarding him, Javon Moore, it looks like Parker has to have at least 80 pounds on him.
Yeah. So it's going to be a hold on the Lions. There's a lot of back Carterville up here.
Luckily, it was first down. You still have a few plays you can do to make this back up. You don't have to get first down on the next play.
Parker Poole in the year, 244 receiving yards on 20 catches.
And I still don't think that we've seen a big breakout game from him yet. I think that day's coming.
He had a really, really strong first half at St. Joe.
Yes, he did. In the driving rain.
Yeah. They set the ball. It's 1st and 15 from the 38-yard line of Carterville. Cozy on the carry, off left tackle, across midfield to the Massac 45, to the 40, down to the 30-yard line before he's brought down That's a Moncozzi that breaks one for the Lions. Chunk yards on that play.
Yeah, 32-yard carry for Cozy when he came through. Great job on the line, and they busted that one open, had a nice hole, and he made a good cut about the second level and just got caught from behind by the safeties. And it looks like we're bringing Chance Myers in now.
So Carterville 1st and 10 at the 29 of Massac. Bishing, screen pass out to the far side. Watts has it, tries to get to the outside, wrapped up. Gains about 2 on that reception by Mason Watts. Bring it up 2nd down and about 8 now for Carterville.
Well, both times we received the screen pass on the ends, Massac has done a very good job in pursuit and got man out there very quickly. You know that they have looked at that on film, and they've got a plan to attack it defensively.
They have the ball at about the 28-yard line, so officially a gain of 1, 2nd down and 9. Bishing brings a man in motion. That's Riley Crane, but it's the give to Myers. Myers is brought down after a short gain of about 1, maybe 2 yards for the Lions. Going to bring 3rd down and long now for Carterville.
Still in a situation now where you're probably going to take 4 shots at this to get this 1st down. We're too deep into the Massac territory to consider going forward or punting here.
3rd and 8 from the 28 for Carterville. And quarterback Nick Bishing. Poole. Here on the near side receiver. They throw it to Poole. Poole tries to get away from one defender. Does, down the left sideline. And all the way into the touchdown, a 28-yard touchdown run. Parker Poole did a nice job fighting off the defender to break free.
Well, like we just mentioned, he's got probably 70 or 80 pounds on the man that's guarding him, and so when he catches it, he lowers his shoulders, and it wasn't much resistance for Parker. He just kept the legs turning, ran right through the tackle, and then there was no one there to help.
4:43 mark here of the first. Carterville leads it 6-0 on the pass from Bishing to Parker Poole. The extra point is good, and Carterville has the lead 7-0 here at Massac County. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on News Radio WJPF.
Southern Illinois. First Southern Bank is a community bank that cares for and gives back to the communities we serve. Locally owned, local people, local decisions, and locations throughout Southern Illinois to serve you.
That's your phone.
That's all right.
First Southern Bank. Community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Visit First Southern Bank at firstsouthernbank.net.
7-0 is our score here. Carterville scoring on the 28-yard touchdown pass. And the return by the Patriots brings it out across the 30-yard line.
Carson Davis on that last extra point. The Lions are without the services of Keith Layson tonight, who's been so good this year. At that extra point, Carson steps in when we need that and gets that extra 1 on the scoreboard for us.
So here come the Patriots and their offense and their quarterback, Cameron Fairfield. They have the ball here with the 4:39 mark of the first quarter. 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line. As Fairfield from the shotgun hands it off to his tailback, Josh Gilbert. He plows forward for a gain of about 3 for the Patriots. Going to bring up 2nd down and 7 now for Massac County.
He runs squarely into Bouchard and Davis. I can't imagine that felt good.
No, no. Cameron Fairfield, the junior quarterback, will run to the sideline every play to get the play from the head coach. Now he brings the Patriots to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 6 from the 37. It's the give to the running back. Here comes Gilbert. Gilbert gets out enough for a 1st down as he carries it to the 45-yard line. He's a big old boy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, and he runs hard. He runs.
Got some broad shoulders.
Yep, he runs right behind those shoulder pads. And
that's the 2nd 1st down now for the Patriots here this evening. As they take it out to the to the Patriot 45.
Well, they did a nice job of kicking us out on the end. We had the play turned in, but they had also sealed our tackle, and there wasn't any way for our linebackers to get over there and stop that big gain.
Patriots moving left to right here. 3.5 remaining in the opening quarter. Lions lead at 7-0. Fairfield puts a man in motion, hands it to that motion man. That's Dawson Bassett. Bassett doesn't get it anything. Ball comes loose. It's picked up, and it's down inside the 20, down to the 10 for the Lions. A fumble, and on the return for Carterville, that is Luke Johnson.
Yeah, Luke saw it, and he thought, hey, I'm going to pick it up. It's going to be a scoop and score situation. And he grabs it with one hand and rumbles and stumbles and gets it all the way inside the 10-yard line. Brings up Carterville 1st down.
He did a good job keeping his feet because he kind of stuttered and staggered there for about 15 yards.
Yeah, I thought he tackled himself twice, but he recovered and forced the Patriots to do it.
So Carterville gets the ball back at the 3:07 mark, and they have it deep in Patriot territory. Down at the 10-yard line. 3:07, 1st and 10 for the Lions. From the 10, Bishing from under center. Going to keep it to himself, rolls right, throws it, and it was knocked down. Good job defensively by Chance Miller as he just slapped the ball to the turf for the Lions. So 2nd down and 10 now for Carterville.
I'm a little restricted in this booth here. I've got to.
You got to switch windows?
Yeah, use the window over here on this side.
You can walk all the way down the end.
I do. You've got enough.
Yeah, we'll come up with something. We'll come up with something. So now 2nd down and 10 for Carterville. Bishing again from under center. Johnson, the fullback. Myers, the tailback, and Massac jumps. It's going to be offside against the Patriots, so that's going to scoot him up 5 yards.
I know the Carterville coaching staff sees the cushion that they're giving our receivers on that side. It's hard not to notice on that when we had the ball on the 6 or 7 yard line and Parker Poole was lined up on the line of scrimmage. The guy defending him was 3 yards deep in the end zone.
Bishing gives it to Myers. Myers right up the gut. Touchdown for Chance. Chance Myers carries it in from the 5, and Carterville leads it 13-0.
Yeah, you don't have to break long runs in order to be effective or have a good night. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder and you get the 4 yards you need for the touchdown, and you take that.
Here at the 2:57 mark, Lions lead it 13-0. As Carterville lines up for the extra point. Snap, good hold, kick is good, and it is 14-0 for Carterville. They lead it here with 2:57 showing on the first quarter clock. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on News Radio WJPF.
The seasons are changing and it's getting colder, and your heating system just quit. Last week your car needed repairs. Life doesn't always go as planned. At Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in Carterville, they understand. That's why at Charlie's, they won't sell you something you don't need. They diagnose the problem and tell you exactly what's needed. No gimmicks, whether a fix or a whole new unit. And as your local York dealer, you can trust Charlie's for top quality York products. Call or visit charliesairandheat.com. Your local York dealer, committed to keeping you comfortable no matter what the temperature is.
Bank with people you know, who know and love Southern Illinois. First Southern Bank is a community bank that cares for and gives back to the communities we serve. Southern Bank. Community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Visit First Southern Bank at firstsouthernbank.net.
Welcome back to Massac County. Dave McKenzie, Keenan Clark. Lions lead at 14-0 on the kickoff. The ball was picked up out on the far side, and just falling forward for a couple of yards for the Patriots on the return was Javon Moore. So that's where the Patriots are going to start, deep in their own territory.
Tried to make a cut on this grass, and I think he slipped. As it gets a little later, the grass is going to start to get wet. And
well, you and I were out on the field before the game. A little fluffy out there, the grass is.
It was. It was a thicker grass. It's a little harder to run through, a little harder to cut in.
So Cameron Fairfield brings his offense back on the field. They trail it by 14 here with 2:53 remaining. 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Fairfield, everybody in tight for the Patriots. It's Gilbert, the tailback. It's the give to Gilbert. He takes it off the right guard and falls forward for a gain of about a yard, maybe 2 yards out there. 2nd down and 8 now for Massac.
You know, we haven't seen, I think what we're going to deal with tonight a little bit, I don't think we've seen Jackson Smith on defense, if any snaps that I know of. It's a night where hopefully if things go well, you can keep him off the defensive side of the ball, let him rest, do his offensive thing. They're getting guys on defense. I saw Grant Gibbons out there. Carson Davis has been getting a lot of reps so far. So hopefully we can stay healthy and get some guys some reps.
2nd and 9 from the 21, throwing it out to the far side. Good defense. Parker Poole. Oh, they're going to call him on the pass interference. The intended receiver for the Patriots was Chris Garnett. Poole comes in from behind. I think he put a hand right in the middle of his back.
Yeah, it looked like a justified flag to me. There was definitely some contact. I think Parker stumbled a little bit, bumped into him, and then tried to make the play once the ball was there, but he clearly hit him before the ball got there.
So it's not a spot foul like it is in NFL.
Right.
But they do march off 10 yards.
So to speak to what I was saying a second ago, here we bring in on the defensive line, we've got Carter Jones and looks like Silas Lee coming in, a couple of sophomores, younger guys that can come in and fill a spot, give our regular starters a little bit of break and get these guys some valuable, important game time experience right now.
Deeper in the season it goes, the experience we have can be nothing but help. Ball out to the 36-yard line of Massac. Fairfield. Everybody once again in tight. Again, the give to Gilbert. Gilbert trying to get to the outside. Carterville's got 5 defenders right there to stop Gilbert. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Good defensive pursuit there by the Lions.
It was. Braden Brown comes all the way over from the far side and helps out on that tackle after he gets held up near the line of scrimmage. It was a good play.
2nd down and 10. The ball's resting at the near hash. Just 1:35 remaining here in the opening quarter. Lions up by 2 touchdowns, 14-0. Again, Fairfield has everybody in tight. Carterville crowds the box. 9 players in the box. To give to the tailback again, and nothing happening there for the Patriots. As a matter of fact, loss of about a half a yard. So now 3rd down and 10 for the Patriots.
Yeah, Silas Lee and Carson Banks in on that. They closed that hole in a hurry. There wasn't anything going for the Patriots on that handoff.
Got back to the line of scrimmage, though. So it's 3rd and 10. So the clock is under a minute remaining.
And now we're bringing in a fresh Luke Barnhart and Jeremiah Bouchard. Help put a little pressure on the quarterback here in this potentially pass down situation.
Carterville sure did travel well tonight.
They did.
Beautiful night for football. Next week we may get some really cool temperatures for football.
I haven't looked that far ahead yet.
Yeah. We may see frost coming up Wednesday. So Fairfield from the shotgun. Claps his hands. Wants to throw. Throws it down the middle. Puts it up. And great coverage out there by Riley Crane. The intended receiver was Chris Garnett. Crane reaches around in front of him with a left hand, knocks the ball to the turf, and now the Patriots are facing a 4th and 10 here from their own 31-yard line.
Perfect job by Crane. He didn't try to do too much. He stayed in the path. He knew the ball was coming to him. Like I said, Garnett is going to be a focus of their offense. But he got in the path of the ball, got his hand up, just knocked it down. If you jump up and try to catch that one and miss it, you give up a touchdown. He just knocks it down, and Carterville's going to get the ball back via the punt.
Patriots are going to punt it away. Kick over the head of Jonathan Miller. He's just going to let it set on the ground. Nobody touches it. It's down right there, and that's where the Lions are going to have it. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by IBEW Local 702, proud supporter of Carterville Lions sports. IBEW Local 702, dedicated to providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all. Also brought to you by Stephen Rich's Barber Styling for men, women, and children, offering cuts, styling, and perming. You can walk in, and you are welcome on South Division Street in Carterville. That's Steve and Rich's Barber Styling.
Long punt by the Patriots, and they had someone kicking field goals before the game, and they were booming them from 30, 35, 40 yards.
So just a second left here on the clock. Bishing from the shotgun brings Crane in motion. And it's the give to Cozy. Cozy gets to the outside, picks up about 3 or 4 yards, and that's where the first quarter is going to end. Lions lead it 14-0 as we head to the second quarter. Teams are going to flip ends of the field, and we'll be back here in 60 seconds on News Radio WJPF.
Riggin, Palach, and Burke Funeral Home is a family-owned and operated full-service funeral home serving Southern Illinois since 1930. They provide dignified, caring, and individualized services to their client families. The funeral home you choose is not just the business down the street, but the caring staff that counsels you in one of the most difficult times in your life. From the time of the first phone call, your family is their #1 priority. When you need them, Riggin, Palach, and Burke Funeral Home in Carterville is there.
Montgomery's Place in Carterville is your place for taking a quick lunch break, a craft dinner experience with a relaxing atmosphere, or a Saturday brunch spot. It's Montgomery's Place. Their menu offers full breakfast options and hot and cold espresso drinks. Ask about their weekly dinner specials Thursday through Saturday. Their full bar and signature cocktails makes Montgomery's Place the perfect place for your next private party or event. Proud to be a longtime Carterville Lions booster. Montgomery's Place on South Division Street.
Welcome back to Massac County. Dave McKenzie along with Keenan Clark here on your Friday night. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by the Polar Whip. Come taste the legend of Polar Whip and Energy. A Southern Illinois tradition featuring car hops. Call 618-988-9210. They'll have everything waiting when you arrive. That's at the Polar Whip in Energy. Carterville's football, they are going to be moving left to right now on your radio dial, facing 2nd down and 6 after the 4-yard carry by Amon Cozy. Bishing this time, screen pass out to the far side. I think that's Watts on the reception out there, and he has a first down and maybe just a touch more for the Lions, so that should move the chains.
Good run after the catch by Watts as well. He had some blocking on that end, worked his way through the traffic just enough to get out, move the chains.
They finally moved the chains, and that is first down number 1, 2, 3 for the Lions here this evening. So the ball sets at the far hash. Cozy is the running back. 2 receivers near side for the Lions. Bishing takes the snap, a little off the mark, and he just had to grab hold of it and was wrapped up right there. Snap was a little bit high and outside, as they might say.
Yeah, it was. It almost went to Cozy. If he'd have stuck his hands up, he would have been able to run the play. We'd have been in the Wildcat for a series.
And would have looked intentional. So now, Carterville gets out to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10 from the 23. Bish takes the snap, throws a lateral to Cozy, and it's covered up right there. Nice job defensively by the Patriots to get the tackle. for Massac County and a loss for the Lions.
Yeah, Cozy made the catch and was hit immediately by number 14, Chance Miller. But that's one of the rare times you see Carterville throw it to one of the running backs. We hardly ever, unless it's to the Yoki back, somebody like Riley Crane or maybe every once in a great while Luke Johnson, we don't throw the ball to our running backs very often, and that was that's probably not going to be encouraging us to do it more often after the 5-yard loss.
3rd and 15 for the Lions. Bishing some pressure, throws one over the middle, overshoots his receiver in Parker Poole, who had gotten behind the defender, and there was nobody in front of him between him and the goal line. But the ball about 3 feet over the top of his head falls incomplete. And now Carterville looking at 4th down and 15.
Bishing stepped up into the pocket almost to the original line of scrimmage and was being pressured a little bit. And so it looked like he kind of threw the ball a little sidearm, almost like he slung it. And it just sailed to the right on him, and Poole could not quite get underneath that one.
So Jamie Jones in for the punting for the Lions. Gets the snap. And a pretty good kick as it comes out to about the 45. Takes a Patriots bounce. It hits the Lions. And the Lions are going to down it in Carterville territory. So the Patriots, pretty good field position to start this possession. This Lions broadcast is also brought to you by our friends at Malone's Early Learning Center in Carterville. They offer programs for infant to school-age children as well as pre-kindergarten and Head Start. It's the best care anywhere. That's at Malone's Early Learning Center in Carterville. So Massac, their first possession here in this second quarter, 10:08 showing on the clock. It's 1st and 10, and they have it at the Carterville 47-yard line. Here comes Fairfield with his Patriots. Moving right to left. They're in their home blue uniforms, blue pants, blue shirts. Fairfield takes the snap, gives it to his running back in Gilbert. Gilbert picks up about 2 yards. Taking it out to about the 45-yard line. That brings up 2nd down and 8 for the Patriots.
Carter Jones and Andrew Johnson hit him near the line of scrimmage, and he kind of bounces off of Jones, and Johnson hops on for the ride and rodeo style takes him down a couple of yards later.
Not quite 8 seconds on that ride.
Not quite.
But still we get a pretty good score. 9:36 remaining. Dave McKenzie, Keenan Clark. The final road game for the Carterville Lions in the regular season here this evening. Coming off of 4 in a row on the road. Fairfield, trip receivers left side. But he gives it to his running back in Gilbert. Gilbert, hard-fought yards, falls forward for about 2 yards on that carry, maybe 3. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 5 now for the Patriots.
Nice job, Evan Berry, stepping in and filling in that gap and meeting him in the backfield. Not much of a gain on that for the Patriots.
They have it marked at the 43, so a 2-yard gain. Coming up, we'll have our McDonald's halftime report. We'll hear from Darren Kennard as he wraps up sports from around Southern Illinois. We have IHSA postseason golf. We have what else started this week? Volleyball. I think postseason's going to be starting. So Darren will fill in all the details on that. 3rd and 6 from the 43 for the Patriots. Fairfield, snap, gives it to his running back, just puts his head down, tries to get out near the 1st down marker, but he's going to be about 3 yards short on the carry by Josh Gilbert. Gilbert takes it out to about the 39-yard line. So a gain of 4, bringing up 4th down for the Patriots. 4th and 2 from the 39.
Another set of fresh legs coming in on the defensive line for the Lions. I really like seeing them sub every 3 or 4 plays. Keep these guys fresh. Keep them healthy. Let them get over and stretch things out and then come back out there ready to go loose. When you're putting down 4 down linemen and you're rushing 2 linebackers, there's a lot of collisions going on. We need to make sure the guys are getting breaks when they need them. Massac taking their time to come out of this one.
Between every play, now they're running down under 5, and they're going to call a timeout.
Yeah.
A timeout called here with 7:32 remaining in the second quarter. We'll take a break as well. Back in 60, Lions lead it 14-0 here on News Radio WJPF.
Rise Performance in downtown Carterville is one of Southern Illinois' best fitness facilities, offering something for the whole family. Members enjoy 24/7 access with 9,000 square feet of equipment. They offer group classes, women's-only classes, youth strength and conditioning, personal training, sports medicine, and massage therapy. Looking for a great variety of cardio equipment? Look no further than Rise Performance. They even have a separate room for free weights. Rise Performance on Division Street, Carterville. Central Hospital for Animals in Marion, Herrin, Carbondale, and Harrisburg has been taking care of your furry family members for over 40 years. Sure, they do wellness visits and routine vaccinations, but you might not know about everything they offer, like orthopedic surgery for pets with hip or knee injuries and laser therapy to reduce inflammation, pain, or promote wound healing. Noticing that your pet stopped jumping? Maybe they've just slowed down in general. Central Hospital for Animals offers chiropractic services too. Online at centralvet.net.
Welcome back to Massac County. Dave McKenzie, Keenan Clark coming out of the timeout. Lions have a 2-touchdown lead, 14-0. Patriots called timeout. They're looking at 4th down and 2 from their Carterville 39-yard line. Fairfield with Gilbert, his running back. Everybody in tight. It's the give to Gilbert. He has the first down yardage they needed and picks up 2 or 3 additional yards on top of that. That's going to move the chains on the run by Josh Gilbert.
Big, strong run there. He stayed low and ran hard. I don't know what we could have done any different, but good little inside dive play.
So now the ball is at the 32-yard line, so a gain of 7 on the carry by Josh Gilbert.
Starting to get the feeling that Massac is wanting to slow the game down a little bit. They're taking their time coming out. They're not getting in any hurry, letting that clock run, trying to keep Carterville's offense off the field.
They've done a good job so far.
Yes, they have.
This is their first, second, third, fourth possession of the game. But they've really slowed down the pace here in this second quarter. On the end around, Carterville has all 8 of their 11 guys right there on the tackle.
Yeah, first one in the pile there, it looked like it was Luke Johnson that stood him up, and everybody was in pursuit. You like to see that. When Carterville's defense is playing well, they are really attacking the ball from all sides of the field. They're getting a lot of guys in on the tackles, and that was a good example of it right there.
Chris Garnett on the carry. There was no place for him to go. Second down and 10 now from the 32. Coming out of the game, Josh Gilbert for the Patriots. So a new running back for Massac County. Gilbert just getting a breather. Looks like it's, can't get the number on the tailback now, but we'll get that for you. Fairfield gives it to his running back.
Number 16.
Yep, Joseph Tolbert.
There was a flag early on, maybe right at the snap. We're probably going to get some sort of motion penalty here.
We'll see. As Murray Beck is the white hat, it's against the Patriots.
White hat and white beard.
Yeah, with suspenders. Don't know that I've seen a referee have to wear suspenders.
Well, the white beard and suspenders.
Santa
it's getting
Claus.
a little colder outside.
Yep,
you know.
Is. Sandy Claus, we know what he does.
He may not be available in a month, yeah.
So it's against the Patriots. It backs them up after the penalty. And now they are facing second down, and it's going to be about 15, it looks like. Second and 15 from the Carterville 33. Going back to the huddle is going to be Cameron Fairfield, the junior quarterback.
I'm not sure why the clock is stopped. Does it stop on
Because
a running play with the offensive penalty?
There was the penalty. So they don't reset it, I guess, once they set the ball.
Seems like that's even more convenient than a timeout if
Yeah,
you
exactly.
take the penalty.
Fairfield gives it to his tailback. Bam! Right up the gut on the carry by Tolbert. But Carterville's defense was right there and didn't allow him to pick him up. Tolbert just put his helmet, I think that may have been Luke Johnson, right in the middle of his chest.
Well, I think that Tolbert took the
worst
brunt
of
of that
that,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
So a gain of 4 brings up 3rd down and 11 at the 33. Coming up, we'll have our McDonald's halftime report. We'll also check scores from around Southern Illinois. There's some big games tonight. Specifically, the one that we need to watch is Harrisburg at Murfreesboro. Of course, the Lions knock off Harrisburg last week 28-7. Fairfield, receiver to the far side, 2 to the near side, throws it deep down the right side, up and in, completes. And Carterville, actually, it was picked off. I think that's Andy Johnson.
Sablisky.
Is that Sablisky that picks up the interception out there? He was on the turf. It must have come right to him on the ground.
He was in coverage. It looked as if he was falling when the ball got there, and I'm not so sure if the ball didn't just get deflected down to him, and he held on to it, made a really good play. But immediately him and Poole started celebrating the interception. He held the ball up. There was no hesitation from the 2 guys that were closest to the play about what had happened. So I'll take their word for it. There's 2 turnovers.
Yep.
Carterville's been the beneficiary on.
So Ryland, Sablisky picks up the interception. Carterville has the ball now at the 4:43 mark. 1st and 10. Here with a timeout called on the field. We'll take a break as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on News Radio WJPF.
Want to know one of the best ways to show your Saluki pride? I'm Luke Martin, voice of the SIU Salukis and proud owner of a Banterra Saluki Visa debit card. Being able to use a Saluki branded debit card with no fees at more than 55,000 ATMs and special Saluki offers is a perk. Knowing that my transactions go towards supporting SIU is a win. Plus, Banterra is the bank that you want as a partner. Stop by a Banterra branch for details. Banterra is a proud supporter of regional athletics. Member FDIC.
Back at Massac County, Dave McKenzie and Keenan Clark here on a Friday night, week 7 of the high school football season. Carterville 4-2, trying to pick up win number 5. They had the ball after the interception by Ryland Sablisky. It's 1st and 10 for the Lions from their own 9-yard line. And trying to get outside, here comes Chance Myers, trying to slow down a little bit, let a defender flash by him, but he's brought down after a gain of 6, going to bring up 2nd down and 4 for the Lions.
You're right. He slowed down to try to put a move on. He cut back in, and just one of the Patriots who was in pursuit was right there to make contact and bring him down.
So officially 2nd and 3.
Still a really good gain. Nice run on the outside.
Out to the 15-yard line. Ball on the near hash, left to right for the Lions. As Bishing trying to crash it off a right tackle. And, man, there were 2 Patriots right there. And the clock is stopped.
The officials stopped the clock for something. He's pointing back towards the, I don't know what they found over there.
They're talking to Coach Jacob Collins of Massac County.
Signaling
here on the near
back
side.
towards the end zone, Carterville's side.
I don't know. I see somebody walking away from down there. But they start the clock back up. 4 minutes. Carterville, 3rd and 3. As it's the give off a right tackle. And Massac's defense stacks him up once again. So now, Carterville, 4th and 3, deep in their own territory. Here comes the punt team. Jamie Jones will come in to punt it away as the clock ticks to about 3.5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, one part of you says, well, we can get 3 yards here, but you're up 14. It's almost halftime. You take your 14-point lead and put it back in your defense's hand. Let them try to shut it down here. Take your lead into half.
Patriots send 1 deep. That is Chris Garnett, the return man. Good kick by Jones as it's picked up by Garnett. Takes it to the far side of the field. Got a block out there and finally ran out of bounds on the far sideline. And Garnett got some speed as he caught that outside corner and takes it into Carterville territory, and that's where the Patriots are going to start.
He trapped the ball on the ground and gave Carterville punt team time to get down there to him, and when he picks it up, they were right in his face, and he just took off. And you saw the athleticism that was mentioned earlier on about him, and he just turned the corner. Nobody could catch him. We just kind of funneled him towards the sideline, and he returns the ball all the way down to the 35, 25?
29, it looks like. Nope, I'm sorry, 24. So it's 1st and 10 from the 24. You got to say Patriots have had good field position. They've had it in deep in Carterville territory pretty much the entire first half. So now Fairfield. Gilbert is running back. It's the give to Gilbert, and Carterville's D just upends him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. 2nd down and 10 for the Lions from the 24.
Looked like he tried to put on a little spin move to avoid Carson Davis. And when he did, he lost his balance, and the rest of the Carterville defense just piled on him.
2:40 showing on the clock till halftime.
And again, no hurry by the Patriots. They're probably pleased to be down 14 with the ball, an opportunity to score here. And they did have somebody with a long leg kicking before the game.
They did.
They may not be out of the realm of possibility to see them trying to.
And we saw their freshman kicker kick a field goal last night.
He did.
At Carterville.
So did Carterville's freshman kicker.
Yes, they did. Low snap. Fairfield picks it up, throws it across the middle, caught, and a touchdown for the Patriots. 24-yard touchdown pass from Fairfield. Believe that was Javon Moore on the reception. 24-yard touchdown pass, and the Patriots have cut the lead now 14-6.
Little slant pattern. He got in between the corner and the safety, and there was a slot there to get the ball to him, and great job of getting the ball to the right man at the right time.
The 2:11 mark of the second quarter, the Patriots have cut into this Lions lead. And pending the extra point, the snap, and the kick is no good as it's going to keep it 14-6, but a 24-yard touchdown pass from Fairfield to Javon Moore, and that makes it 14-6. We'll be back here in 60 seconds. This is Lions football on News Radio WJPF.
Don't let the name fool you. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702, represents more than just electricians. The IBEW is made up of Southern Illinois linemen, tree trimmers, telephone workers, utility workers, city employees, factory workers, construction workers, and many more. So when you support the IBEW, you're really supporting Southern Illinois. Help make Southern Illinois a brighter place. Put your trust in the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all.
14-6 is our score. As Massac County scores on the 24-yard pass from Fairfield to Javon Moore. And that makes it 14-6. Carterville going to get the ball back, though. After the kickoff. Ball's teed up at the 40-yard line. And we got a whistle. It's going to stop, so it's going to be motion on maybe an offside on the Patriots.
Yeah, number 1 on the far side, it looked like was across the line. I saw him creeping up. He got a little bit of a head start and never slowed down. And he crossed the line before the ball was kicked. Carterville take the penalty, move it back 5 yards, and do it again.
So nice job by the Patriots on that last drive. A nice catch. Good job by Fairfield just to see more. There was nobody around him.
Yeah, it was a good look. He picked the right guy to throw it to on that play. We hadn't seen Javon Moore much. It integrated much into the offense until that play.
Yeah. So now they back him up 5 yards. Ball's teed up at the 35. And a line drive kick on the ground picked up by the up back. Brought out across the 35-yard line to the 40-yard line, breaking away to the 45 and just dragging a defender down the sideline, staying on his feet on the carry by Jamie Jones. And not only can he punt the ball, but he can return the ball, and what a return from Jamie Jones.
Nice job for the Carterville Lions, keeping the blocks. Jamie Jones, you're a guy who doesn't get to handle the ball a whole lot offensively, and when you get a chance to run it, you're going to run hard. Very good play.
He drug that defender. Looked like a cowboy being drug behind his horse with his feet caught in the stirrups. He drug him for about 10 yards.
Yeah, he first met contact probably about the 40 to 45-yard line on the Carterville side, and then takes the ball all the way across to the 46 on the Patriot side.
So Carterville has the ball in Patriot territory from the 46. Ball on the near hash. They're moving left to right on your radio dial. It's going to be Bishing on the little pitch from Andy Johnson. Gets us the corner, first down and more for the Lions down the far sideline. And finally run out of bounds is Andy Johnson on the quick pitch. That'll count as a pass for Johnson and a big first down for the Lions.
Nice execution of the jet sweep. Seems like we're going to keep Johnson in for another play and try to utilize Bishing in the slot for at least another down on this series.
It's 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. High snap, grabbed by Johnson, and he just takes it right up the middle, and he gets buried right there. Down to about the 23-yard line, 2nd down for the Lions.
Barely got a hand on that ball to slow it down. Had to go up and pick it up like a rebound, and hats off to Amon Cozy for picking up the first man through the line of scrimmage and giving him a little bit of time. Nice job of blocking there.
Carterville going hurry up, pass out to Parker Poole, I believe, on the far sideline. Reception is going to be close to a first down, but about a half a yard. Nope, they're going to say enough. They're going to move him. First down for the Lions. So the hurry up, the tempo for the Lions with 1:15. Ball is at the 17-yard line, dropping straight back. Johnson throws it across the middle, has his man down inside the 5. No, they're saying touchdown, Carterville.
Riley Crane.
Riley Crane on the reception, and that is going to be a 17-yard touchdown pass from Johnson to Riley Crane.
Good throw. He got the ball out quick, kept it in the only place where Riley was the only one who could get to it. A hard throw. Nice job handling the ball.
Carterville scored in 68 seconds. On for the extra point. The kick is good after the kick from Carson Davis. And Lions lead it now 21-6 here with 1:03 remaining. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on News Radio WJPF.
Central Hospital for Animals in Marion, Herrin, Carbondale, and Harrisburg has been taking care of your furry family members for over 40 years. Sure, they do wellness visits and routine vaccinations, but you might not know about everything they offer, like orthopedic surgery for pets with hip or knee injuries and laser therapy to reduce inflammation, pain, or promote wound healing. Noticing that your pet stopped jumping? Maybe they've just slowed down in general. Central Hospital for Animals offers chiropractic services too. Online at centralvet.net.
As a parent, you want the best care for your family, and at Shawnee Health, we provide just that. I'm Dr. Kyle Fansori from Shawnee Health's Carterville location. Our team, including Dr. Mathene Nexad and nurse practitioners Amanda Reynolds and Teresa Johnson, offer comprehensive care for every member of your family, from newborns to grandparents. Whether it's checkups, managing conditions, or sports physicals, our Carterville team is here to keep your family healthy. Call to schedule an appointment or visit ShawneeHealth.com. Go Lions!
Carterville has extended its lead 21-6 after the 17-yard pass from Andy Johnson to Riley Crane. Still have 63 seconds remaining. Carterville kicking the ball away. And it's on the ground again. It's going to be taken by one of the upbacks at about the 30-yard line, brought out to about the 35-yard line. And so the Patriots will have less than a minute to go here in the second quarter.
Parker Goddard and Jackson Labatt in on that one. Great job pursuit on the play. Wasn't much for return. Carterville's defense needs to make sure that we don't give up a big play here. Play smart, keep the ball in front of you. Take your 15-point lead in the halftime and be happy with it.
So here comes the quarterback for the Patriots, Carmen Fairfield, and the Massac County offense. The ball at the near 36-yard line. It's 1st and 10 with 58 seconds remaining here till halftime. Coming up, our McDonald's halftime report. Fairfield takes the snap, gives it to his running back, who kind of lost his balance in Gilbert. He just falls forward, and they never did get him to the ground. He comes out, but the play is whistled dead, and that's going to be marked at the 38-yard line, 2nd down, so a gain of 3.
It's a couple times he's done that little spin move when he anticipates contact and rolls off of it.
And the clock has stopped here with 35 seconds left. We'll keep it here. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Campbell Brothers Garage and Towing. Since 1975, full-service garage and towing. If you need a tow, maybe you get locked out of your vehicle. Have you ever done that?
No.
No, I can't think that I have. But I know who to call. I'm going to call the Campbell Brothers at 618-942-4875. Coming up, our McDonald's halftime report. We'll update scores from around the region. We'll hear from Darren Kennard. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, Sports Voice. Now, Murph and Hudson are both gone tomorrow on Sports Voice.
Well, they are.
Murph.
Who's carrying that?
Well, it's going to be
that
me.
water tomorrow?
It's going to be me. It's going to be Matt Varney, Ben Greenberger. We're going to do 2 hours there in the studio. Then we're going to go to SIU and do a 2-hour SIU tailgate. North Dakota State in for homecoming weekend.
Okay.
And we'll have Sports Voice for 2 hours from Saluki Plaza there between Banterra Center and Saluki Stadium. That will be from 11 until 1. Kickoff is set for 2 o'clock. Tonight is the final concert of the Jungle Dogs in Carbondale. Big night for homecoming weekend for SIU.
How long have the Jungle Dogs been performing
30,
Carbondale?
30 years.
Is that right?
Something like that.
I would say at least.
I wish if we didn't have a game, that's where I'd be tonight. Because I love me some Jungle Dog music. So coming out of the timeout, the Patriots here. Their last possession of this first half. 35 seconds showing on the clock. They trail 21-6. They have it from the 38-yard line. Fairfield takes the snap, gives it to his running back in Gilbert. Gilbert, couple yards, stops the clock. Once again, gets it out across the 40, close to the 41-yard line. Carterville takes the timeout this time.
I don't think this is a clock management timeout. I think this is probably they're going to take one more shot, make sure that we've got our assignments and we stay in coverage as long as we can. Don't fall for some sort of trickery here. Just take care of your zone, take care of your area, keep the ball in front, and let's go into halftime.
I would agree.
I mean, if there were a minute 29, then I would say, well, we're stopping the clock so that we'll have a little bit of time left whenever we get it back. But I don't think this is an offensive timeout. I think this is a defensive timeout.
Just keep the ball in front of you. That's the message. Lions come out of the timeout with Coach Brett Dial, Coach Gerald's, Wakey, Coach Smurf, Lang Tang. What a great coaching staff we have at Carterville.
Seasoned.
Seasoned is the proper word. Yeah. And salty, a little.
A little bit. You catch them at the right time. It's a salty bunch.
29 seconds remaining here. 3rd and 5 from the 35. Carterville showing some pressure. Rep the gut. It's the give to the running back, Gilbert. And I don't think he got the first down. It's going to be about a half a yard short as they're going to mark it right at the 45-yard line. That's going to be about a half a yard short of a first down. You know the Patriots will go for it here. So it's going to be 4th and 1 officially from the 45-yard line. And another timeout taken. The Lions took the timeout. You said no school next week.
Carterville School District is on fall break.
Hard to believe.
Yep, they take that 4 days after Columbus Day. And it's the end of our first quarter, so. But sports will still go on.
Sports will go on.
There'll be soccer, football, volleyball, cross country, a lot of things going on next week at Carterville High School.
Of course, the next 2 football games are going to be at home.
We have
Murfreesboro.
We have 2 state qualifiers and for high school golf, 2 boys that are traveling up.
It's been a good year for the fall teams.
Yes.
So far. I saw that the junior high teams got beat, though.
They did. The baseball team got beat in the quarterfinals, and the softball team ended up getting the 3rd place trophy.
Yep, I saw that. 4th down and 1 for the Patriots after the timeout from the 45-yard line. 23 seconds on the clock. Fairfield gives it to Gilbert short. He's not going to get the first down. Carterville's going to get the football back. Would they try and throw it toward the end zone here with 18 seconds showing on the clock?
Yeah, I think they might take a shot.
So the Lions just 1 shot here. Maybe might be able to get 2 to 3 plays in. But there's 18 seconds left. It's 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line of Massac. Lions lead at 21-6. It was a 28-yard pass from quarterback Bishing to Parker Poole at the 4:43 mark of the first. A 5-yard touchdown run from Chance Myers with 2:57 remaining. And then the 24-yard, 17-yard pass from Johnson to Crane. Down the far side, and pass is picked off. Just led a little bit too far. Parker Poole, the intended receiver, and it was Javon Moore that comes up with the interception for the Patriots to pick off the pass, the first turnover of the game on the Lions. And so Massac still has 12 seconds left, and they got a chance for 1 more, maybe 2 more plays.
Yeah, I think he left that ball a little close to the center of the field. Parker might have had a chance at it if we'd have put it closer to the sideline, but there wasn't anything we could do as a receiver to pull that ball in.
They marked the ball down at the 10-yard line, so it's 1st and 10 for the Patriots. We'll see what they're going to decide to do with it. See if they try to run a play or if they're going to take a knee here with 12 seconds left. Here comes Fairfield. Cameron Fairfield, the quarterback. 2 receivers out to the far side. Puts a man in motion. That's Bassett. Takes the snap, throws it deep down the left side, and his receiver intended was Javon Moore. It was incomplete right here in front of us. Stops the clock with 8 seconds left. 2nd down and 10 now for the Patriots.
Well, Carterville has 2 safeties on this play. Crane backs up and shifts that way. So does Poole because of the man in motion, leaving a one-on-one over here with Banks, and they threw it over Banks' head, and the receiver got past him. It was just not a well-thrown ball. It wasn't catchable. Had he have caught that ball, I think we would have had a foot race down the sideline.
I think so, too. This is the 7th possession by the Patriots here in this first half.
There's been a lot of short possessions for both teams.
There have. 2nd down and 10. 8 seconds remaining. Patriots moving right to left. Tailback, and that ends the quarter. 21-6 is our score as we are heading to halftime. We will be back in 90 seconds here on News Radio WJPF.
Did you lose power there?
No. For some reason, it's saying I'm out of disk space. But shouldn't be. No, it's on my stream.
Shawnee Health's Carterville location. Our team, including Dr. Mathene Nexad and nurse practitioners Amanda Reynolds and Teresa Johnson, offer comprehensive care for every member of your family, from newborns to grandparents. Whether it's checkups, managing conditions, or sports physicals, our Carterville team is here to keep your family healthy. Call to schedule an appointment or visit ShawneeHealth.com. Go Lions!
The Bank of Herrin has been serving Southern Illinois since 1937, offering everything from checking and savings accounts to loans and a full-service trust department. With convenient locations and a dedicated professional staff, our outreach and involvement in the communities we serve plays an integral role in how we do business, proving it's not just a bank, it's a relationship. The Bank of Herrin. Find out more at bankofherrin.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here at Massac County, it's Dave McKenzie and Keenan Clark with you at the half. It's 21-6 here as the Lions lead the Patriots here on this 7th week of high school football. We're glad to have you hanging out with us here this evening, and I think this is a little closer than people may have thought it might be at this point.
The players hear it all week. You got to show up ready to play. Don't take anybody lightly. Make sure you're giving it your best effort. Your focus is there. But they know, like the players know that they're going against a team that's 1-5, that's had trouble offensively all year. And so they, as much as on the surface they want to say that they're mature and they're taking it seriously, deep down they kind of feel like, well, we'll get through this one and be okay. The touchdown that Massac scored earlier, I think, was a little bit of a wake-up call. It also gives the coaches some validation on the sideline saying, look, we are here. We're here to play football. We've got to get things fired up. So the Carterville Lions came down and had a quick score on the next end, and then, again, it looked like they kind of dropped it in cruise control again. But, hats off to Massac County. Massac's thinking, we're not going to the playoffs. We've got 3 games left. We want to make the most of it. They have 22 guys rostered, 23 guys rostered total here on the sideline, and they came here to play football. They want to win in front of this home crowd.
Carterville had the football. They won the toss and deferred. So Massac County turned the ball over to the Lions after their first possession. Turnover on downs. Carterville scored on a 28-yard touchdown pass from Nick Bishing to Parker Poole at the 4:43 mark. Extra point was good. Lions led it 7-0. Then Massac fumbles the ball. Luke Johnson gets the recovery. And 3 plays later, it was a 5-yard touchdown run from Chance Myers, the 2:57 mark of the first. And as we end the first quarter, Lions are up on top, 14-0. Massac threw an interception as Rylan Sablisky picks it off for the Lions. And then 4 plays later, it was Carterville scoring.
Chance Myers?
Or Chance Myers, yeah, and scored. I got my notes all turned around here. Carterville led it 14-6. I'm sorry. Carterville, Massac scored to Moore at the 2:11 mark, made it 14-6. Then Carterville scores a touchdown from Johnson to Crane at the 1:03 mark, and that made it 21-6, and that's where we stand right now.
Yeah,
totally
like you said, that's okay. We got through it, Dave. We got through it. Again, a little closer game than what some of the Carterville fans had expected, but this is high school football, and it's late in the year. Everybody wants to win. And, when you come down to a game like this, it's week 7. Massac's seen just about everything that we have to do, have to offer, so they can come out and they can prepare. You have to find some new tricks. You've got to have something different every week if you're going to be potent offensively.
This is your McDonald's halftime report. We're going to go on and take another break. And after 90 seconds, you're going to hear from Darren Kennard with our River Radio Sports Central halftime report. That's coming up next here. Lions lead it 21-6 at Massac County on News Radio WJPF.
With your River Radio Sports Central halftime report, I'm Darren Kennard. Trips to the state golf tournaments were on the line this week at sectionals. We had 4 teams and a handful of individuals earn spots at state. The 3-time defending 1A girls state champion Mount Carmel had no problems advancing,
winning the Effingham sectional by 61 strokes. The Lady Aces were led by Miley Kennard, who fired a 6 under 66 to take home medalist honors. Massac County also advanced with a third-place finish at Effingham, along with individuals Josie Welch from Johnson City and 2 Salem golfers, Maya Russell and Jaron Harmon. Bree Central advanced from the Rochester 1A sectional, along with Trico's Whitney Lovell and Steelville's Lindley Ruback. Marion's Grace Roper advanced from the normal 2A sectional. On the boys' side, the Benton Rangers were the lone team to advance after winning the Anna Jonesboro 2A sectional. Massac County's Eli Brown, along with Carterville's Andrew Bjornberg and Carson Hagler, qualified as individuals. In 1A, El Dorado's Bronson Tippett, Hamilton County's Ethan Kessler, and Carmi-White County's Aiden Willis advanced from the ZRC sectional. The state tournaments will be next weekend in Decatur and Bloomington. The soccer postseason will get underway next week. That means conference titles have been up for grabs. Anna Jonesboro Cobden won the River to River, while Carbondale beat Marion Tuesday night 3-2 to clinch a share of the South 7. Now the Wildcats can grab a share with a win over Mount Vernon Tuesday night. Congratulations to Johnson City senior Nolan Causey, our latest orthopedic center of Southern Illinois in Mount Vernon, primetime performer. You can vote for our next winner. Go to River Radio Sports.
You want me just to bring you back after this?
Go to take a 60-second break after this.
And vote. Voting will end at midnight tomorrow night. This reminder to be sure and like and follow River Radio Sports Central on Facebook and Twitter/X. Join us live on Facebook after the games tonight for Friday Night Live, powered by Charlie's AC and Heating. We'll have all the scores from throughout the region and talk about tonight's Week 7 action. That'll hopefully be around 10 o'clock or so on the River Radio Sports Central Facebook page. We look forward to seeing you there.
At the Bank of Herrin, we know the recipe for success begins with the right ingredients, so we've taken services like mobile banking and teen debit accounts, added in helpful employees and a full trust department, and topped it off with a commitment of service to our communities. Put it all together, and it's clear why the Bank of Herrin is a leader in the communities we serve. Community strong, the Bank of Herrin, it's not just a bank, it's a relationship. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Don't let the name fool you. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 702 represents more than just electricians. The IBEW is made up of Southern Illinois linemen, tree trimmers, telephone workers, utility workers, city employees, factory workers, construction workers, and many more. So when you support the IBEW, you're really supporting Southern Illinois. Help make Southern Illinois a brighter place. Put your trust in the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all.
Welcome back to Massac County. It's Dave McKenzie and Keenan Clark here on your McDonald's halftime report. Looking at scores from around Southern Illinois. Let's start first in the Mississippi division, where it is all DuQuoin over Anna Jonesboro at the half, 35-0. Benton putting a thumping on the West Frankfort Redbirds, 43-6. That battle of Franklin County. Nashville leads Pinckneyville 35-0. That's a second quarter score. Harrisburg and Murfreesboro at Murphy. It's all Murfreesboro. I'm showing a first quarter score, the last I have, 33-6. Red Devils all over the Harrisburg Bulldogs. Turning to South 7 conference play. Cahokia over Centralia 14-3 at the half. Marion getting beat by Collinsville 32-18 in the second. Mount Vernon beating Granite City 21-6 in the second. And Carbondale, it's showing first quarter 46-0. Carbondale over Soldon, I believe is who that is. Looking at Black Diamond scores this evening. Flora leads Hamco 14-0 at the half. It is Dixon over Johnston City 6-0 at the half.
Yeah, good game.
24-14 Cesar over El Dorado. Carmi shutting out Edco 32-0, and Fairfield blowing out CZR 44-7. Looking at Cahokia conference scores, it is Central over Roxana 22-6, Westland over Redbuds 21-7, Chester over Dupo 28-0. It's Freeburg over East Alton Wood River 12-8. Altoff shutting out Mater Dei 20-0, and no scores being reported for Sparta at Carlisle or Salem at Columbia. Our score is 21-6. Carterville over the Massac County Patriots. We are going to go on and take our final break here on our McDonald's halftime report. When we come back, Keenan and I will get you set for second quarter action. It's coming up in 90 seconds here on News Radio WJPF.
Rise Performance in downtown Carterville is one of Southern Illinois' best fitness facilities, offering something for the whole family. Members enjoy 24/7 access with 9,000 square feet of equipment. They offer group classes, women's only classes, youth strength and conditioning, personal training, sports medicine, and massage therapy. Looking for a great variety of cardio equipment? Look no further than Rise Performance. They even have a separate room for free weights. Rise Performance on Division Street, Carterville.
SIU Credit Union now offers interest with their free checking with e-statements accounts. Sign up for free checking and start earning a dividend on balances over $1,000. Open with just $25, and there's no monthly fees when you sign up for e-statements. Get access to over 85,000 free ATMs nationwide and free online banking and valuable SIU CU rewards. To start earning, apply online at siucu.org. Membership required, insured by NCUA. Riggin, Palach, and Burke Funeral Home is a family-owned and operated, full-service funeral home, serving Southern Illinois since 1930. They provide dignified, caring, and individualized services to their client families. The funeral home you choose is not just the business down the street, but the caring staff that counsels you in one of the most difficult times in your life. From the time of the first phone call, your family is their number one priority. When you need them,
hey
Riggin,
everybody
Palach,
watching
and Burke
online,
Funeral
thanks
Home
for
in
watching.
Carterville is there.
We appreciate it. Welcome back to Massac County. It's Dave McKenzie and Keenan Clark here at the half. 21-6. Lions have the lead, and Carterville, Keenan is going to get the football to start play here in the second half.
Yeah, I don't think we're at a point where we have to start to panic or anything like that yet. Defensively, it's not like we've been giving up long, sustained drives. There's been a couple of big plays, and Massac has capitalized one time on a short field. They hit a big play for the touchdown. But other than that, they haven't moved the ball all that effectively, a few first downs here and there. But on the other side of the ball, offensively, we haven't really sustained a couple of long drives either. Our big plays have set up our touchdowns, and I'd like to see us get a little bit more in the rhythm with the running game that we did so well the last couple of weeks and get back into that. We haven't been under center yet and work those short screen passes and just try to move the ball down the field, not feel like we have to take a big knockout blow.
I almost feel like when Carterville takes that kickoff, they're probably going to go up tempo to start play here in the third because it was effective there. That last touchdown, that's what they did. Of course, it was under 2 minutes. They were in their 2-minute drill, but it wouldn't surprise me if it seems like we like that fast pace.
Yes, we do, and we have the depth to do that. I mentioned earlier, Massac's over here, they've got 12 players on the field, or 11 players on the field, and 12 players on the sideline. They don't have a real deep core, so they're probably going to start to wear out a little bit, whereas we're constantly running in 2 or 3 players. Let's take advantage of that, pick the pace of the game up. As you see that Massac's been effective at slowing the game down, we want to try to run the press a little bit.
Don't forget the Lions are going to be home for the final 2 games of the season coming up starting next week. It's a big game for Carterville. As we gave you the score earlier of Murfreesboro kind of blowing out Harrisburg, but the Murfreesboro Red Devils are going to be coming to Carterville week 8, and that's a big game. It's not just a big game for Carterville, but it's a big game for Murfreesboro as well.
It is. They need that for their playoff pairings because they're definitely playoff eligible now. They also they want to share that title, but I think that in this conference, Carterville's slowly brewing a decent little rivalry with Murfreesboro, and not just football, but all the way in all sports. And I think it's a good, healthy rivalry that we could take advantage of. If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best.
And then week 9, that'll be senior night for the Lions, and Anna Jonesboro will be coming to town coming up on the final week 9 of the high school football season. I was looking at halftime. We have 28 playoff points on the season. So, like you said, it's the combination of number of wins of your opponents. Is that right?
That's correct.
And so, it's hard to believe we're in the final third of the football season here starting tonight.
Yeah, we're on the downhill side of it. Here in a few weeks, we're going to be getting the playoff pairings and finding out where we're going in the playoffs if we can get there.
I ran into basketball coach Shane Hawkins, and we were both over at John A. Logan College practice yesterday. And, the high school basketball season practice is going to start coming up Veterans Day.
Wow.
It's just right around the corner. And we were talking about how excited we are about that, and kind of talked about some of the returners that are coming back for the Lions, and checking the status of Drew Barrington. He's recovering from his knee injury, and he's doing well in his progression and recovery. Not saying that he's going to be there for the start of the basketball season, but he's going to be back this year, and to be young and be able to heal quickly.
Yeah.
How awesome is that?
Well, we'll take Drew Barrington on the floor anytime we can get him. He's a ball player.
He is a ball player. So
competitor. Both
teams are out on the field now. The Patriots just below us, and Carterville going through their pre-game warm-ups here over on the far sideline. As we said, Carterville's going to get the football to start play here in the second half. And just a reminder, everybody, don't forget Sports Voice tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock on NewsRadio WJPF and over on 103.5 ESPN. That'll be from 8 until 10. It'll be myself, Matt Murphy, Matt Varney, and Ben Greenberger together as Murph and Hudson are gone. Herrin is playing up at Fairbury tomorrow. Their game is against Prairie Central, and so Scott's going to go up there and call that game. And so neither one of them are going to be on Sports Voice in the morning. So it'll be Matt, myself, and Ben. And then we're going to slip over to SIU for the Sports Voice on location broadcast from 11 until 1. May stay and watch about first half of SIU football tomorrow afternoon. 2 o'clock kickoff.
Good weather for it.
Good weather.
Fun day for football.
There's all sorts of stuff going on around the region. Of course, Sesser Oktoberfest is taking place. You got homecoming weekend, the parade tomorrow, 10 o'clock in Carbondale. And then the game is set for 2 o'clock at the half. Benton leads West Frankfort 43-6 as we are just moments away from the kickoff here to start to play in the second half.
We didn't mention by name Andrew Bjornberg and Carson Hagler, who are golfers who are competing in state next week. Carterville Lions at the state tournament normal.
Is that where it's at?
Yes.
Would they allow us to go up there and just play with them? Do you think they play a hole and we just play behind them?
After seeing my game the last couple of months, I'm not so sure that would be beneficial to anybody. Entertaining, perhaps.
I've been watching YouTube videos. I'm ready to go out and try again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That last time was not pretty.
They'll get to go up and do a practice round, maybe on their own because we're on fall break, so they can do one after school hours during the week. And then there's an official practice round, I believe, on Thursday where they're scheduled through their school. Everybody in the state tournament who qualifies gets to do a round then. Then they'll do a Friday, Saturday state tournament. And sometimes that golf state tournament is cold.
Yeah.
Really cold.
I don't think it's going to be too terrible this weekend. It's going to be cooler, but it's not going to be. I think 2 years ago it was like down in the 30s when they teed off. It was bitter cold.
They need to move that thing back to Southern Illinois.
They do. I would completely agree. Kokopelli would be nice. Maybe over at Hickory Ridge.
Yeah,
might be. Heck, take it down to Cape and go do it at Dalhousie.
Crab Orchard has hosted it before.
Crab has done it a couple times. Yep, you're right.
Not Stone Creek. The Gambit, actually,
yes.
down in Viant, not too far from here. They've hosted the state tournament before.
Yep, absolutely.
So we've had the state tournament for boys and girls down in this area. And they do a nice job where they hosted up in the Bloomington area. The girls were in Decatur and boys in Normal, but it's just so cold sometimes up there this time of year.
Oh, yeah. So we're kicking the football, or going to get it back after the kickoff here to start the third quarter. And it's going to be an onside attempt. The ball's loose, and I think maybe Massac may have fallen on it right there. And if so, that was a great call by the Patriots as they do have the football. The onside kick is recovered by Massac, and that caught Carterville by surprise, I do believe.
Yeah, it did. And again, you can talk about be prepared, be prepared, be prepared. You've got a team out there that wants to beat you. But the kids, until they actually see someone's taking swings at them before they wake up. So I think that this is going to be hopefully a little wake-up call for Carterville. They need to come out and be ready to play some football.
And in all fairness, whoever that Lions player, I didn't get his number. The ball came up, hit him right in his chest and bounced off. He could come up with it cleanly. Carterville has great field position. But as it is, it's going to give it to the Patriots here. 1st and 10 from their own 49 to start off.
It was a perfectly executed kick. It bounced 10 yards and got a hop.
So Fairfield, the quarterback, gives it to his running back in Gilbert, and he doesn't get much at all. As a matter of fact, they don't even get him to the turf, so now it's 2nd down and 10 for the Patriots.
Yeah, Luke Barnhart didn't get him down, but certainly got him wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. There's not been a whole lot for running lanes in between the tackles for Massac at this point.
So the Lions need a stop here defensively. They lead it 21-6 here as we start play in the second half. Patriots, again, just taking their time. They want to milk the clock as much as they can. Keep that Carterville offense off the field. Fairfield, Cameron, the junior quarterback, puts a man in motion. That's Moore. He settles over on the right side. Low snap. Fairfield comes up clean. Throws it deep down the right side. Was it picked off?
Looks like it.
Interception?
Incomplete.
No, incomplete. They whistle it incomplete as coming over the top, and I didn't see who it was.
Parker Poole comes up, attacks that ball, gets his legs knocked out from underneath him, makes a very acrobatic, selfless play in order to come up with that ball, and nothing to show for it, unfortunately.
Just couldn't hang on to it, but it was close. So now 3rd down and 10 from the 49.
Good coverage by Ski in order to make that available to Poole.
They send one receiver here to the near side. The ball from the far hash. 2 receivers on the far side from us. Fairfield takes the snap, rolls right, throws it right. Carterville's defense right there. Short gain of about 2 on the little dump pass off the right side.
Hayden Harrell comes over and is in coverage, keeps the ball in front of him, makes the tackle. Good patient play by the defensive back there. And it looks like Massac is now going to be in a 4th and long situation.
4th and 7 officially. From,
if you're going to take the chance and try the onside kick and be willing to sacrifice field position to start the half, why wouldn't you be willing to sacrifice field position and go for it here on 4th down? I mean, it's the same gamble.
Absolutely. And that looks like that's what they're going to do. Josh Gilbert, the running back. 2 receivers near side. 2 over to the far side. Fairfield, low snap. Screen pass near side. It's caught by Garnett. Garnett trying to get to the outside. 1st down and more down the far sideline. As he gets past the defenders and a big touchdown run. A 48-yard touchdown pass from Fairfield to Gilbert.
He catches the ball on the numbers on the field closest to our side, crosses the field almost horizontally before he decides to turn and go up. And I don't know that anyone ever touched him. That was a very good play and a great run after the catch.
It's actually Chris Garnett, 9:51 here, and that makes it 21-12. A 48-yard pass. And the extra point by the Massac County Patriots coming up. Fairfield to Garnett for 48-yard touchdown. going for two. They throw it, and the pass is picked off behind Lions defense, so the two-point conversion is no good. It's going to keep it 21-12, but Massac scores. And we are going to take a break, and when we come back in 60 seconds, Carterville's going to get the football right back. 21-12 our score here at Massac County on News Radio WJPF.
Including Dr. Mathene Nexad and nurse practitioners Amanda Reynolds and Teresa Johnson, offer comprehensive care for every member of your family, from newborns to grandparents. Whether it's checkups, managing conditions, or sports physicals, our Carterville team is here to keep your family healthy. Call to schedule an appointment or visit ShawneeHealth.com. Go Lions!
The Bank of Herrin has been serving Southern Illinois since 1937, offering everything from checking and savings accounts to loans and a full-service trust department. With convenient locations and a dedicated professional staff, our outreach and involvement in the communities we serve plays an integral role in how we do business, proving it's not just a bank, it's a relationship. The Bank of Herrin. Find out more at bankofherrin.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
21-12 is our score here on the kickoff. And Carterville takes it and is brought down at about the 30-yard line, and that's where the Lions are going to take over right there. 21-12. Kind of a surprise, and what a pass play for the Patriots.
Still 2 scores away. When you're up 9 like that, it's going to take at least 2 possessions, and one thing that you've got to watch out for is if you get an underdog with a little momentum, that's dangerous.
1st and 10 for the Lions from their own 30-yard line. So let's see how the Lions respond as Bishing takes the snap. He gives it to Cozy. Cozy busts his way for a first down out to about the 45-yard line. That's going to be a 15-yard carry by Amon Cozy.
Yeah, really good job playing the ball through right behind your 2 pulling sides. And like you said, here comes the tempo. We're going to work a little faster. Let's not get too cute.
Bish takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself straight up the gut. Has a blocker in front of him out across the 40 to the 35 to the 30 of Massac and down to about the 32 before he was tripped up. Right straight up the gut was wide open, and Bishing takes advantage of it.
What you see from him there is not so much elusiveness but his good balance. He's hard to tackle. He doesn't really make a whole lot. He didn't make any great moves on that. He just never went down. He stayed on his feet.
1st and 10 from the 25-yard line now of Massac. 2 first downs on 2 plays. Cozy has close to another first down. He was down. The ball came loose. Oh, no. The official says it was a fumble, and a turnover is going to give it back to the Patriots.
Again, you got a little momentum going for the boys in blue over there.
Here,
Carterville's defense has got to step up, show a little character, a little personality here, and make a stop. Take some ownership in this game.
Cozy had gained about 8 on that run, close to 9 yards, but the ball came out. And at the 9:13 mark, Massac's getting it back. 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. So here comes Fairfield again. Has 2 receivers here on the near side, 2 to the far side. Gilbert, the running back, takes the snap, drops straight back, throws it deep down the right side, and incomplete as it was intended for Javon Moore out there. Good coverage by the Lions defensively, and it falls incomplete.
Riley Crane, excellent job of getting right in the face of Moore on that play and not letting him see the ball or get to the ball. Again, you do not have to play the ball as a defensive back at high school level, so he just gets in the way and doesn't let a catch happen.
Carterville shuttling players in and out. 2nd down and 10. It's at the 17-yard line for the Patriots. 9:07 remaining here in the 3rd. After the fumble, Patriots trying to converted into points. It's the give to Gilbert. Gilbert runs into about 4 or 5 players, and he's finally brought down. So back to about a half a yard gain there. So 3rd and a very long 9 for the Lions. Excuse me, for the Patriots from the 18.
Bringing in Banks and Watts defensively. We don't see Watts on defense a whole lot.
Mason sporting some fluorescent pink socks out there.
Yes, he is.
Easy to spot. So it's 3rd down and 9 from the 18 for the Patriots. Fairman, the quarterback, claps his hands, rolls to his right, throws it, and it's caught, complete and popped. A short gain of about 2 for the Patriots, and now they're looking to add a 4th down and 7 with 8:02 remaining. We have an injured player on the turf for the Patriots. 4th and 7 here from the 16-yard line.
The receiver was covered by Watts. He did a little inside move and turn and cut right back out, and they threw a nice pass. But as soon as he caught it, Watts was there, and then Poole came up, was the one that delivered, I think, the painful blow that's got him on the floor right now.
This Lions broadcast brought to you by Mayor Brad Robinson and the city of Carterville. They want to remind you that there are many, many Halloween activities scheduled in the Carterville community. Different events this month. We'll have hay rides. We're going to have pedestrian traffic. Of course, you're going to have the kids out doing their trick-or-treating. So just make sure as you're driving around Carterville that you're driving cautiously. Watch for those ghosts and goblins. In the city of Carterville, Mayor Brad Robinson say, let's go Lions. So they're still working on Javon Moore out there. He's finally setting up. He got popped.
Yeah, Watts was on him as soon as he caught the ball and held him up, and it looked like Parker Poole just ran right through him.
Actually, it's Caleb Bernard, not Javon Moore. My apologies. He's able to run off to the sideline on his own. As he comes to the near sideline. So 4th down and 7 for the Patriots.
Massac they've had a good quarter so far. They don't need to get too ambitious here. They're going to need to punt the ball away and let their defense do that and try to keep the game close. They're not going to win it on this play. Carterville's going to bring in Jonathan Miller.
Yep. He's going to set up deep at about the 45. He's going to back it up to his own 40. And the Patriots are setting up to punt away. 4th and 7 with 8:02 on the clock. And the kick gets away, hits it about the 50, takes a Patriot bounce inside the 40, and it's down at the 37-yard line. So that's where the Lions are going to start. This Lions broadcast brought to you by International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702. They are proud supporters of your Carterville Lions. And glad to bring you Lions Sports, IBEW 702, dedicated to providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all. Broadcast is also brought to you by Steve and Rich's Barber Styling for men, women, and children. They offer cuts, stylings, perming. They'll do walk-ins. You are welcome. That's right there on South Division Street in Carterville. That's at Steve and Rich's Barber Styling. Carterville gets the ball back. So after the fumble, no harm, no foul. It's 1st and 10, 7:52 for the Lions from their own 37-yard line. For Bishing from the quarterback, hands it off to Myers. Myers gets to the outside, makes a stutter step down the far sideline, breaks away. One man is there and shoves Myers out of bounds. A big gain for Chance Myers. And Carterville takes it deep into Patriot territory.
Prior to the fumble, that's what we were seeing on the last drive. We were taking big chunks. The offense looked really good, running the ball very well. And then the fumble obviously threw a bucket of water on top of that plan. But I think Carterville, at least offensively now, is starting to show a little bit of life.
So now The ball down at the 16 of the Patriots. Bishing's going to keep this one himself. Takes it off left tackle. Stutter steps a defender. Keeps the legs driving and takes it down. That's going to move the chains. Looks like it's going to be a first down and take it down to about the 5-yard line, maybe inside the 5 for the Lions.
One of the better running performances we've seen by Bishing this year. He's ran the ball a little better the last few weeks, but tonight he's looked very good with the ball, and he's done it from the quarterback position and out of the slot. Now he's under center.
From inside the 5-yard line. Turns around, gives it to Myers. Myers scores on the, I think is about a 3-yard touchdown run from Chance Myers.
Big hole, I mean.
Didn't get touched.
He didn't. Dave, you could have ran that one through there.
I don't know. I'd have probably got tackled at about the half-yard. 7:24 remaining. Lions lead it 27-12 here. Yeah, I'm pretty slow anymore, bub.
Yeah, but the offensive line did a really good job on that.
They did do a good job.
Just trying to pay him a compliment.
Well, we'll do that. 27-12, pending the extra points. And the kick is no good. That's where we stand, 27-12 after the 3-yard touchdown run from Chance Myers. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on News Radio WJPF.
John A. Logan College is proud to support area high schools in the classroom and on the playing field. John A. Logan offers high school students the opportunity to earn college credit while in high school. Students can get a jump start on their college careers while saving money. After high school, students can easily transition to one of the college's career and technical education programs or a traditional baccalaureate transfer program. No matter your path, you'll know why everyone says, why would you go anywhere else? Good luck this season and visit jalc.edu.
Want to know one of the best ways to show your Saluki pride? I'm Luke Martin, voice of the SIU Salukis and proud owner of a Banterra Saluki Visa debit card. Being able to use a Saluki branded debit card with no fees at more than 55,000 ATMs and special Saluki offers is a perk. Knowing that my transactions go towards supporting SIU is a win. Plus, Banterra is the bank that you want as a partner. Stop by a Banterra branch for details. Banterra is a proud supporter of regional athletics. Member FDIC.
Carterville scores 3-yard touchdown run. Chance Myers extends the lead back to 15. It is 27-12 at the 7:24 mark. The kickoff is on the ground to the Patriots, taken by their up back. That is Javon Moore. Moore gets it out to about the 37-yard line, and that's where the Patriots and quarterback Cameron Fairfield are going to take over.
Again, Parker Goddard, Luke Phillips again on that tackle. Zach Carter in on that as well. We're not kicking the ball deep. It's not getting deep into the territory there, so a 12 or 15-yard run is plenty to set up good field position.
So here comes the Patriots offense. There's 7:18 showing on the clock. Fairfield, the quarterback, claps his hands, gives it to his tailback. That's Josh Gilbert. Gilbert gets away from the defender across midfield, breaks away down the near sideline and brought down from behind. A nice diving tackle by Luke Johnson, I believe, for the Lions, and that kept the tailback Gilbert from scoring on a big run.
So I don't know if you saw it or not, but whenever he got hit just past the line of scrimmage, he lost the ball. It rolled over on his hip, and he pinned the ball on his hip and kind of turned back that direction and got it gathered together before he took off.
They have it 1st and 10 at the 19 of Carterville, and finally Gilbert is brought down right there. He's a load to bring down defensively. As we said, he's got great side. Gilbert, a senior running back. But that was a nice big run to carry it down to the Carterville 19. 2nd down and 10 now from the Lion 19.
Well, we mentioned at half that they really, the Patriots really haven't sustained a long drive, but they've had they're starting to rack up the big plays. They've had a lot of big plays now.
Yeah, they have. So Fairfield, Gilbert is running back. 2 receivers right, 2 left. drops back, throws it right, has a man wide open. It's right there. Touchdown for the Patriots. It's going to be a 19-yard touchdown pass. I believe that was Chris Garnett.
Again, Garnett, they did a little crossing pattern in there. He was on the inside and finished on the out. They split that up. A little bit of confusion in the coverage on the secondary for the Lions.
6:04 remaining here in the third.
Massac County just keeps hanging around.
So they're going to set up for a two-point conversion. Fairfield with Gilbert, the running back. Low snap, throws it left, puts it up, picked off once again. The two-point conversion, no good. So that is going to keep it 27-18. Lions lead it. They're going to get the ball back. We'll be back here in 60 seconds on News Radio WJPF.
Animals in Marion, Herrin, Carbondale, and Harrisburg has been taking care of your furry family members for over 40 years. Sure, they do wellness visits and routine vaccinations, but you might not know about everything they offer, like orthopedic surgery for pets with hip or knee injuries and laser therapy to reduce inflammation, pain, or promote wound healing. Noticing that your pet stopped jumping? Maybe they've just slowed down in general. Central Hospital for Animals offers chiropractic services too. Online at centralvet.net.
Want to know one of the best ways to show your Saluki pride? I'm Luke Martin, voice of the SIU Salukis and proud owner of a Banterra Saluki Visa debit card. Being able to use a Saluki branded debit card with no fees at more than 55,000 ATMs and special Saluki offers is a perk. Knowing that my transactions go towards supporting SIU is a win. Plus, Banterra is the bank that you want as a partner. Stop by a Banterra branch for details. Banterra is a proud supporter of regional athletics. Member FDIC.
6:04 remaining here in the third quarter. And Carterville leads 27-18.
Kick return team now has 10 players within the 50-yard line, within 5 yards of the 50-yard line, and Hayden Harrell back by himself. What that does, that impacts your blocking. It's probably not your typical blocking scheme. The ball is going to be a little bit difficult to track.
So the kick taken by Harrell, out across the 30, 35 to the 40 to the 45, out across midfield, down the far sideline. He broke free, and he's finally popped at about the 30-yard line. And a big return from Hayden Harrell gives the Lions outstanding field position.
He did get outside the defense, got outside the kick team, and made a nice run up the sideline. I tell you what I also like, he got near the sideline there, and instead of stepping out of bounds, he lowered his shoulder. And he delivered a blow in order to grab an extra yard or two at the end of that play. Good job by Hayden Harrell. Way to be physical there and give Carterville a little bit of life.
So 1st and 10 for the Lions. 5:52. They have it at the plus 30-yard line of Massac. Bish gives it to Amon Cozy. Cozy has first down yardage as he takes it out to about the 17-yard line.
They've been pretty good about trading series with Cozy and Myers, yeah, no doubt. And I'm glad to see they haven't lost faith in Cozy just because of the fumble earlier. That's not typical of him. He's usually very sure-handed, and a good gain there.
1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Swing pass out to Parker Poole. Poole brought down after a gain of about 4, maybe 5. That's where they're going to mark it. So it looks like a gain of 4 out there. 2nd down and 6.
I feel like that 4-yard gain is there anytime we want it. With the as deep and as far off as they're playing our receivers. I think we could do the same thing over here to Mason Watts if we wanted to.
Officially, I think it's going to be a gain of 5. So it's 2nd and 5. And it's going to be Bishing right up the gut. Touchdown from Nick Bishing from the 14-yard line. A touchdown by the quarterback, Nick Bishing. Right up the middle.
Yeah, design keeper. He didn't do anything special there. He took it and did a nice dive, a good run, untouched. Great job. We're seeing some good feet by Nick Bishing tonight.
So Carterville extends the lead now. It is 33-18.
Bringing the offense back on the field for this.
Like to get back to that 35 mark on the 2-point conversion. Cozy, Bishing look back at Brett Dial. Come charging out. Is this Luke Johnson? Going to settle in at the fullback role. Carterville's got to get the play off. Bishing under center. Turns around, gives it to Cozy. Cozy has the 2-point conversion, and it's good. So that extends it out to 35-18 here with the 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. We will be back in 60 seconds here on News Radio WJPF.
SIU Credit Union now offers interest with their free checking with e-statements accounts. Sign up for free checking and start earning a dividend on balances over $1,000. Open with just $25, and there's no monthly fees when you sign up for e-statements. Get access to over 85,000 free ATMs nationwide and free online banking and valuable SIU CU rewards. To start earning, apply online at siucu.org. Membership required, insured by NCUA.
The seasons are changing, and it's getting colder. And your heating system just quit. Last week, your car needed repairs. Life doesn't always go as planned. At Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in Carterville, they understand. That's why at Charlie's, they won't sell you something you don't need. They diagnose the problem and tell you exactly what's needed. No gimmicks. Whether a fix or a whole new unit. And as your local York dealer, you can trust Charlie's for top-quality York products. Call or visit charliesairandheat.com, your local York dealer. Committed to keeping you comfortable no matter what the temperature is.
35-18 is our score here at Massac County. As the Lions score on the 14-yard touchdown run from the quarterback, Nick Bishing. Kickoff is a low liner. It's going to be picked up at about the 20-yard line once again by Javon Moore. Moore cuts it up the middle before being brought down at about the 26-yard line. What do you think?
Well, the halftime score was it 21-6? Is that correct?
Yep.
So there's been 26 points scored already in the third quarter. It's turned into a little bit different type of ball game here, and there's still 5 minutes to go in the third.
Yeah. This is going to be the 7th possession here in the first 8 minutes.
Have any possessions been more than 5 plays?
No, 4 is the most.
Okay.
So a shootout taking place here at Massac in the third quarter. Patriots football. They trail 35-18. Fairfield takes the snap, gives it to his tailback. Carterville pops him right there in the backfield. And it's going to be a loss of 1, maybe 2.
Let's have your defense here looking for an opportunity to show a little life. Get some attitude out there. Nothing wrong with that. Be tough and be physical. Try to get the ball back, keep the offense rolling, and put this one away early.
So here come the Patriots. 2 receivers out to the far side. Javon Moore, the receiver here on the near side. 2 running backs behind Fairfield. Drops straight back, throws left, puts it up, and picked off by Carterville right below us. And that should be a reception. The interception good from Hayden Harrell for the Lions as Fairfield threw into double coverage, and the interception is going to give it back to the Lions.
Harrell and Crane both on the coverage, but Hayden Harrell with a fantastic catch goes right over the top, makes the play at a high point, brings it down in traffic. Nice job. And then he's getting celebration on the sideline, and one of his buddies knocks his helmet off. So there's that, too.
So 3:59, the turnover gives it back to the Lions. 1st and 10. They've got it at their own 49-yard line. Let's see how quick they try to strike here. Ball is on the near hash. Bishing the quarterback, Myers the running back. They put Riley Crane in motion to the left. Swing pass out to Parker Poole, drops the pass. Incomplete. I think he took a peek up because he saw the block by Crane in front of him and just took his eye off the ball at the last second. So it's 2nd down and 10 now for the Lions from the 49. So now Poole switches over here to the right side. Myers, the running back. Johnson, the fullback. Give to Myers. Off a left tackle. Cuts it to the outside. Cuts it back inside at the hash out the far sideline. First down. And Moore is going to move the chains for the Lions. And I love the moves there from Chance Myers as he picks up the first down for Carterville.
I agree. You said it just right. Nice moves there. And then when you get a big run like that, you take him out, you let him catch his breath for a second. He's going to stand over there for just a moment. Cozy's going to come in and take care of things for a play. We're back under center with the eye, shifting strength from left to right side.
Yep. At the 35, the give to Cozy. Cozy, both arms on the ball, up the gut. Almost broke away, but he's going to have a first down carry for the Lions. That'll move the chains once again.
We've just seen that so much, the shifting of the two tackles from one side to the other, and then run the ball back to the weak side. Luke Johnson did that last week. Cozy and Bishing all ran at weak side. It looked good.
From the 22 for the Lions, the give now to Myers back into the game. Dodges back up the middle, cuts it back and forth, left and right, just weaves his way down. And it's going to be another first down. 3 first down carries in a row for the Lions.
Luke Johnson is your Okie back. That's what they call him, is their Okie back. Gets outside, has a nice block. Chance Myers just sits right behind him, puts his hand on his back until he gets a lane, turns, and cuts back to the inside.
Gain of 12 by Myers down to the 10-yard line. 2:50 remaining. And it's going to be against the Lions. A flag comes in. Is it motion?
Yes, I think we had somebody stand up off the line of scrimmage. Was some confusion, perhaps. We've got someone getting stretched out by.
I think, was it Parker?
On the sideline.
Oh, I see it over on the far sideline, yeah. So the penalty against the Lions makes it 1st and 15.
It's Chance Myers, but he's up and moving now.
He's from the 15. Carterville switches to strong side right. Bishing from under center, gives it to his fullback, Luke Johnson. Breaks it to the outside, trying to get to the corner. Does.
Yep.
Touchdown. Still no official mark. Yep. All right. How about that? 15-yard touchdown run from Luke Johnson.
That was almost as impressive as his fumble recovery run earlier. He showed some speed on that. You usually think of him as a power runner, get low and grab you 3 or 4 yards, but turned the corner and turned on the jets.
Yep, Carterville's going to go for 2 once again. Cozy, the tailback, from the eye, Johnson. But it's the give to Cozy, and he scrambles his way in. The 2-point conversion makes it 42 to 18. Carterville Lions on top here. We'll be back in 60 seconds on News Radio WJPF.
It's getting colder, and your heating system just quit. Last week, your car needed repairs. Life doesn't always go as planned. At Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in Carterville, they understand. That's why at Charlie's, they won't sell you something you don't need. They diagnose the problem and tell you exactly what's needed. No gimmicks, whether a fix or a whole new unit. And as your local York dealer, you can trust Charlie's for top-quality York products. Call or visit charliesairandheat.com, your local York dealer. Committed to keeping you comfortable no matter what the temperature is.
Bank with people you know, who know and love Southern Illinois. First Southern Bank is a community bank that cares for and gives back to the communities we serve. Locally owned, local people, local decisions, and locations throughout Southern Illinois to serve you. First Southern Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Visit First Southern Bank at firstsouthernbank.net.
42 to 18 is our score here at Massac County. And Luke Johnson getting into the scorebook this evening. The 15-yard touchdown run from the fullback makes it 42 to 18. And we still have 2:40 left here in the third quarter. So the Patriots are going to get the ball back. This will be the 9th possession here in the third quarter. Short kick taken at the 33-yard line, and coming down at the 36-yard line is where the Patriots are going to start.
I think that the return man, Chance Miller, might have had a little bit of an injury, pulled something. He
went
picked
down.
the ball up, took 2 steps, and I thought he was just ducking to avoid the contact that it was imminent. But now he's on. I don't think they ever hit him, and he's now laying on the field. And so we've got trainers from both teams out there taking a look at him.
Brad Brush out there for the Lions to help. So with 2:40, Massac's getting it back. We have an injured player on the turf. And we will take a break. We'll be back here in 30 seconds on News Radio WJPF.
Don't let the name fool you. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702, represents.
Run another one if you would. Let's go 60.
The IBEW is made up of Southern Illinois linemen, tree trimmers, telephone workers, utility workers,
Everything good there?
factory workers, construction workers, and many more.
Oh, yeah,
So when you support the
fine.
IBEW, you're really supporting Southern Illinois. Help make Southern Illinois a brighter place. Put your trust in the International Brotherhood.
Bring it back
of
after
Electrical
this.
Workers,
Bring it back.
Local
He's up.
702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all.
The injured player, Chance Miller, walks off to the near sideline under his own power, which is a good sign.
It's also a good sign. Carterville's had 2 unanswered scores here. You're hoping that you squash that little comeback attempt that was going on and get yourselves in a situation. I think we've been going for 2 to try to get ourselves closer to this 40 clock.
I think so as well.
You're not looking to humiliate the other team, but the sooner you can get out of here, get your win,
And
you
go
want to take
home.
care of business, get out of here, and go.
Exactly. So 2:40 remaining. As Fairfield gives it to his running back in Gilbert. And he's up in the backfield, a loss of about 3, bringing up 2nd down and 13.
Once again, Luke Barnhart in on that. I feel like he's been in a lot of tackles today. He's had a really good game
He
on
has.
the defensive line.
You've mentioned his name a lot here this evening. Patriots taking their time.
Still seeing some different faces out there. Carterville's committed to getting that.
Experience.
They are.
2nd and 13 from the 36. Swing the pass out here to the near side to Javon Moore. And Carterville's not having none of that. They grab a hold of him, bring him down. They're going to give him the 35. That's still going to leave 3rd down and about 12. So a gain of 1. Out to the 35-yard line. Clock rolls with 90 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Carterville wants to get the ball back. Get another touchdown.
Brought Luke Phillips in to give Luke Johnson a break at linebacker. So we brought Luke in here to get some time.
So now Fairfield has 2 receivers far side, 2 spread out here to the near side. Gilbert is running back. Throws it left side up. Caught right below us here. 1st down yardage for the Patriots on the reception by Dawson Bassett.
Really, that play worked out because it was sort of an underthrown ball. I think he was looking to go for a deeper route. They threw the ball up, and it got hung up in the air. Falls down on the sideline. He came back to it. Harold did what he was supposed to do. He just doesn't let the ball get behind him.
That gets him out to the Patriot 48-yard line. So here come the Patriots out of the huddle. They send the receiver Bernard and Chris Garnett to the far side. They have 2 receivers here on the near side. Fairfield looks back at the clock. 54 seconds showing with the clock stopped. The give to Gilbert, straight up the gut. Gains about 4 for the Patriots. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 7, I do believe. After the gain of 3. Carry it into Carterville territory at the 48-yard line.
Looks like we've got an equipment issue. We lost a knee pad here from Barnhart, so he's going to need somebody to come in and fill in his spot. Going to get Silas Lee back in. He's seen a lot of time tonight. Him and PJ Huizinga.
Yep.
A couple of sophomores.
Nice rotation.
Taking care of that line. Giving Bouchard. And, again, I don't think we've seen Jackson Smith on the defensive line all night.
Fairfield at the buzzer throws it up and off the hands of his receiver. And that ends the third quarter. 43-18 our score here as we are heading to the fourth quarter. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on News Radio WJPF.
John A. Logan College is proud to support area high schools in the classroom and on the playing field. John A. Logan offers high school students the opportunity to earn college credit while in high school. Students can get a jump start on their college careers while saving money. After high school, students can easily transition to one of the college's career and technical education programs or a traditional baccalaureate transfer program. No matter your path, you'll know why everyone says, why would you go anywhere else? Good luck this season and visit jalc.edu.
At the Bank of Herrin, we know the recipe for success begins with the right ingredients. So we've taken services like mobile banking and teen debit accounts, added in helpful employees and a full trust department, and topped it off with a commitment of service to our communities. Put it all together, and it's clear why the Bank of Herrin is a leader in the communities we serve. Community strong, the Bank of Herrin, it's not just a bank, it's a relationship. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This Lions broadcast, we'll get to that in just a couple of minutes as we start play here in the fourth quarter. Patriots facing a 3rd and 7 from the 48-yard line and going to be short of a first down by a couple of yards.
That third quarter, 34 points scored in that third quarter.
That's a lot of points in a quarter. We'll go through and recap all the scoring coming up a little bit later in our postgame show. Our Riggins, Pillage, and Burt Funeral Home postgame show, to be exact. So 4th down and 7, and the ball is at the 48-yard line. You
kind of feel like the air's gone out of the comeback, the momentum here a little bit. It's kind of flattened out there. Carterville's getting a lot of guys in. We've getting Riley Crane a break. We brought Drake Cappy in to play at safety on that side.
Low snap. Fairfield picks it up. Carterville has pressure on him. The grab hold of him. He just lobs it up. It's picked off on the pickoff for the Lions. That's Drake Cappy that we just talked about. Down to the 10. Touchdown. Touchdown. A 52-yard touchdown interception by Drake Cappy.
I hate to say it, but there's a flag on the field. I think Andy Johnson's going to get flagged for maybe a hold. Somebody had a hold of the quarterback's jersey on the pass, and he couldn't quite get the release on it. Drake saw it, came up, made the pick, had a good lane ahead of him, capitalized on that, but let's see what the penalty is.
Against the Carterville Lions. Is that unsportsmanlike?
Looked like an unsportsmanlike penalty.
So the touchdown will be good. Should be.
Well, Carterville's already setting up for the extra point. There's going to be an explanation to the coaches here.
So the penalty would be then put on the kickoff.
If it was after the play, I would assume so, yes.
So I think that's what the coach is asking.
And I don't know that the penalty was on Andrew Johnson. I just saw him pleading a case to the official about something. So I'm not sure exactly what prompted that.
So who's kicking for us?
Carson Davis.
Carson Davis, yes. So the penalty apparently will be put on the kickoff. Snap, the hold, the kick is good, making it 50-18, and most importantly, that gets the running clock.
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh, yeah, you're right.
32.
You're right. 32.
We need another 8.
Yep, you're right. We're going to take a break back in 60 seconds here on News Radio WJPF.
Central Hospital for Animals in Marion, Herrin, Carbondale, and Harrisburg has been taking care of your furry family members for over 40 years. Sure, they do wellness visits and routine vaccinations, but you might not know about everything they offer, like orthopedic surgery for pets with hip or knee injuries, and laser therapy to reduce inflammation, pain, or promote wound healing. Noticing that your pet stopped jumping? Maybe they've just slowed down in general. Central Hospital for Animals offers chiropractic services too. Online at centralvet.net.
Montgomery's Place in Carterville is your place for taking a quick lunch break, a craft dinner experience with a relaxing atmosphere, or a Saturday brunch spot. It's Montgomery's Place. Their menu offers full breakfast options and hot and cold espresso drinks. Ask about their weekly dinner specials Thursday through Saturday. Their full bar and signature cocktails makes Montgomery's Place the perfect place for your next private party or event. Proud to be a longtime Carterville Lions booster. Montgomery's Place on South Division Street.
50-18 is our score here in the fourth quarter. 10:46 remaining in the ball game after the pick six from Drake Cappy. 52-yard interception return for a touchdown. And that was a nice pick by Mr. Cappy.
Great pick six. And the indication on the field was that it was an unsportsmanlike penalty against Carterville. Yet on the kickoff, Carterville is getting the kick from the Massac 45-yard line. It looks like they've given us 15 yards.
Don't know the answer, bud.
Kick it before they can realize what's happening here.
Nobody knows. So it had to get it. It had to have been against Massac.
Yeah, he might have signaled the wrong way.
Yeah. So the carry is going to be down to about the 14-yard line, and that's where Massac's going to take over. They get it back here. 10:41. First and 10 from the 14. Carterville going to be at home for the final 2 games of the season starting next Friday night. The Murfreesboro Red Devils come to town.
Still have Poole and Crane out there for this series one more time. I do like Mason Watts coming out in coverage, seeing what he can do. He's got some tools.
Fairfield hands it to his running back in Gilbert. Gilbert gets tossed to the field. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Second down and 10 from the 14.
He gets tied up pretty early by Evan Berry and Jonathan Miller. There goes Crane, Poole, and Barnhart.
That may be it for them. Looked like I saw a couple of pats on the back over there.
Yeah, it looks like they're just waiting for the call now, the strength call, but it looks like we have Watts moved back to safety as the touchdown man, Drake Cappy.
Yep. So Fairfield takes the snap, again gives it to his running back. Ankle tackle right there by the Lions, and bringing Gilbert to the turf. So another third down and 10 for the Patriots.
Malachi McGee, who always plays at 100 miles an hour. Malachi's always flying around the field and shot the gap that time, made the play in the backfield. Good stop.
Clock continues to roll. We're under 9.5 minutes left here. Patriots are taking almost every second of every play.
There just hasn't been a lot of opportunities. We've been in so many close games or just trying to hang on, trying to mount a comeback. There's not been a lot of opportunities for some of these guys to get some time, and they're doing a good job tonight.
Yeah, they are.
It's nice to see the Johnson brothers get a break, bring in these 2 linebacker.
It's to give to one of the running backs, spin move, getting away. Now just a couple of defenders there, getting a chance to bring him down, and finally at about the 35-yard line before being tackled. That's a Patriots first down.
Well, we sent both linebackers through and got him to change his direction. Neither one of them could get a grab on him. Finally, looks like Cappy again catches him on the foot, gets him down after the big gain.
So moves the chains out to the 37-yard line. First down and 10. From the 36. Fairfield puts a man in motion. That's Chris Garnett, but he gives it to his running back, who falls forward for a gain of a couple. And that was on the carry by Gilbert.
Yeah, it makes you wonder when or if, what their plan is, if they plan on getting back in the air or not. Just over 7.5 minutes to go, 32-point deficit. They don't seem to be working with any kind of urgency at all. They're walking over, getting to play, walking back in.
Coming up post-game wise, we're going to go through, recap our scoring. Coach Brent Dowell will join us for our Johnny Logan Coaches show. And we got a whistle. It's going to stop play.
Delay a game.
So that's going to back him up 5 yards.
I mean, if you really feel like you have a shot or you want to do something to make a statement, I don't think you get a delay game when you're down 30 in the fourth quarter. You're up and hustling and still coaching, and they have. Massac has played hard, and hats off to them. They came out in the third quarter and took their best shot. But I feel like it's kind of we're just waiting for the call the time of death.
Yep. And brought down about the 34-yard line. That's going to be short of the original line of scrimmage.
Malachi again gets him in the backfield.
Ball setting at the almost the 35-yard line. Tick, tick, tick on the clock, 6:40. Don't forget, Darren Kennard tonight, somewhere around 10:30, 11 o'clock. It depends on when he gets back to the station. He's able to get his scores from around the entire region. If you don't watch on Facebook, Darren Kennard's River Radio Sports Central Friday night scoreboard, it's fantastic. He covers everything. The give to Gilbert. Gilbert just puts his head down. Now he gets back almost to the original line of scrimmage. It's 3rd down and 10.
You know, we've seen Carter Jones on the defensive line quite a bit tonight, and he made a really good play there. He comes through, shakes off his blocker, and gets a hold of the running back from behind and drags him down. He's had a good night coming in relief.
Yes, he has.
Well, we talked about the turnovers earlier, and how many turnovers has Carterville forced tonight? Now, I know we've turned it over twice with an interception and a fumble, but I know Luke Johnson had the fumble recovery.
3.
We've had 2 interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yep.
And another fumble recovery?
Yep. And a timeout on the field here with 5:11. We're going to take a break as well. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on News Radio WJPF.
Don't let the name fool you. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 702 represents more than just electricians. The IBEW is made up of Southern Illinois linemen, tree trimmers, telephone workers, utility workers, city employees, factory workers, construction workers, and many more. So when you support the IBEW, you're really supporting Southern Illinois. Help make Southern Illinois a brighter place. Put your trust in the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 702. providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all.
John A. Logan College is proud to support area high schools in the classroom and on the playing field. John A. Logan offers high school students the opportunity to earn college credit while in high school. Students can get a jump start on their college careers while saving money. After high school, students can easily transition to one of the college's career and technical education programs or a traditional baccalaureate transfer program. No matter your path, you'll know why everyone says, why would you go anywhere else? Good luck this season and visit jalc.edu.
This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Malone's Early Learning Center in Carterville. That's where they offer programs for infant to school-aged children as well as pre-kindergarten and Head Start. It's the best care anywhere. That's at Malone's Early Center. Also brought to you by Polar Whip. Come taste the legend, Polar Whip in Southern Illinois. And they offer car hops now. Call 618-988-9210, and they'll bring the food out to your car when you arrive. The punt and a flag comes in late, and the carry for the Patriots out to about the midfield mark. So
flag came out late near the end of the play, about the same level of the field where the tackle was made. I don't know if it was a face mask or a holding penalty, but that's most likely going to be the call here.
4:56, Carterville's going to have the ball. This Lions broadcast is also brought to you by Campbell's Brothers Garage and Towing, serving Southern Illinois for 50 years. Full-service garage with new computerized four-wheel alignment machine. And if you need a tow, they're the ones you need to call, 618-942-4875. Here come the Lions to the line of scrimmage.
Looks like the Lions, although they've subbed out pretty extensively on the defensive side, looks like they brought up their first team O. A couple of exceptions. But we've got Chance Myers and the entire offensive line. Bishing at quarterback. We have changed out our receivers. We've got Cappy and Zach Carter.
Yep.
They're still cleaning up whatever this flag was, whatever's happened on that. We have not had any indication or signs from the officials yet.
Unsportsmanlike against the Lions.
Well, last time they gave us 15 yards after they signaled that. It looks like they're going to take them back now.
Well, that backs everything up. 15 yards. And that is the slowest march off of yardage out to the 36-yard line is where they set the ball down. So it's 1st and 10 from the 36 of Carterville. Carterville's at the line of scrimmage, are ready to go.
Deliberate is how I would describe the officiating tonight. They're very deliberate, taking their time, getting everything the way they like it. But not a poorly officiated game from what I could tell. It feels like
no, not at all.
They've kept it rolling, and nothing seems too obvious. Neither sideline has been too upset about anything.
So finally, 1st and 10 for the Lions. It's Myers trying to get outside, makes one cut, and is brought down at the 43-yard line for the Lions, so a gain of about 7.
Here comes some offensive changes.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 3.
James Behan coming in. Carter Jones coming in to do a little offense this time.
They send 2 receivers out to the far side. No, it's just one to the far side, one on the near side.
Carter Jones is going to be a running back now.
And Jones tries to find an opening, cuts it back against the grain, and takes it out for a Carterville 1st down. Nice run from Carter.
Yeah, I didn't think that there was anything there. He turns around, and there wasn't anything back this way either. And then he makes a little move and turns it upfield, and big gain on that play. That was a very good run.
Ball is at the 47 of Massac. First and 10. Clock rolls to about 3.5 minutes. Pass caught out here by Cappy as he's on the turf, and it's going to be about 2 yards short of a first down.
I don't know if he'd lost his footing or what, but he was on one knee when he caught the ball. When he was trying to make the cut, he was already on the ground, but he did hang on to it. Positive yards, counted as a completion. Clock keeps running.
Gain of 8. Second and 2 from the 40. We're making our way toward 3 minutes remaining. Lions lead it 50-18. It was only 21-6 at halftime, and a flag comes in late. The officials come up. False start against the Lions. That's going to back them up 5.
At first, I thought we had an illegal formation. I thought we had a eligible receiver who did not have an eligible number, but that was not the case. Just because we had shifted over on that other side, I thought somebody had stepped off a line, but he calling some sort of procedural penalty. Aiden Swaller's now in here, receiver.
Yep. Ball at the 45 now. 2nd and 7. And sniffed out on the carry by Carter Jones.
Yeah, the magic wasn't there on that.
No,
on
loss
that
of 2. So 2nd down and 9. But the clock does continue to roll. The ball is marked down near the 50. It's going to be the 49 of Massac. So Bishing comes back in from the sideline. Third down and 12. Snap. Bishing keeps it himself. Cuts back and forth. First down should move. Oh, depends on the spot. And that may be just a little bit short.
I think he put himself into a slide just trying to stay healthy.
I think so as well, and came up just a little bit short.
Thought he was going to take the first down so we can clock it, kneel it out, but I guess now we need another 3 or 4 yards.
2 yards. 4th and 1 officially. So we have about 90 seconds remaining. Carterville, Keenan Clark, 28 playoff points. Playoff eligible now with 5 wins.
Going to pick up some more tonight. Benton's going to get you on.
Yep. We'll update scores from around Southern Illinois, hopefully, if we have enough time. And Massac jumps offside.
That's going to be good enough for the first down. Now you can take your knees and get out of here.
The hard count got him. Nick Bishing and Carterville quarterbacks have always been good at that hard count. That's going to move the chains.
Yep.
So 2 snaps of the football should do it.
Got the coaching staff over here in the booth next to us working hard.
Yeah.
Getting after it, Coach Gunner, Coach Langtang.
Have they been there the whole time?
No, they haven't. They're blocking
say.
my view. I can't see anything out of this side now.
I was going to say they were pretty quiet the entire game. So the clock is rolling under a minute to go.
I think we get it. About 10 seconds, we'll snap it again, and that'll be ball game.
Yep. 50-18. As under center, Bishing takes a knee, and that should be the ball game. 50-18, the final score. Carterville, they are now 5-2 on the season. Massac is 1-6. 52-18, the final score. Stay with us. We have our Riggins Pillage Burke Funeral Home post-game show coming up next here on News Radio WJPF.
Rise Performance in downtown Carterville is one of Southern Illinois' best fitness facilities, offering something for the whole family. Members enjoy 24/7 access with 9,000 square feet of equipment.
Go 90.
Group classes, women's only classes, youth strength and conditioning, personal training, sports medicine, and massage therapy. Looking for a great variety of cardio equipment? Look no further than Rise Performance. They even have a separate room for free weights. Rise Performance on Division Street, Carterville.
The seasons are changing, and it's getting colder. And your heating system just quit. Last week, your car needed repairs. Life doesn't always go as planned. At Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in Carterville, they understand. That's why at Charlie's, they won't sell you something you don't need. They diagnose the problem and tell you exactly what's needed. No gimmicks. Whether a fix or a whole new unit. And as your local York dealer, you can trust Charlie's for top-quality York products. Call or visit charliesairandheat.com, your local York dealer. Committed to keeping you comfortable no matter what the temperature is.
Montgomery's Place in Carterville is your place for taking a quick lunch break, a craft dinner experience with a relaxing atmosphere, or a Saturday brunch spot. It's Montgomery's Place. Their menu offers full breakfast options and hot and cold espresso drinks. Ask about their weekly dinner specials Thursday through Saturday. Their full bar and signature cocktails makes Montgomery's Place the perfect place for your next private party or event. Proud to be a longtime Carterville Lions booster. Montgomery's Place on South Division Street.
Welcome back to Massac County. It's Dave McKenzie and Keenan Clark as Carterville wins it 50-18 here this evening, and what a second half. There was a lot of stuff going on. Let's start in the first quarter. Keenan Clark, Carterville jumped out to the 7-0 lead. It was a 28-yard touchdown pass from Bishing to Poole at the 4:43 mark. The extra point good, 7-0 Lions. Then Luke Johnson recovered a fumble by the Patriots. Chance Myers takes it in 3 plays later on a 5-yard touchdown run. Lions were up 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. Then Massac had their pass picked off by Ryland Sablisky. Carterville got the ball. They went down and punted. And then 3 plays later, Massac scores on a 24-yard touchdown pass from Fairfield to Moore. That was at the 2:11 mark. Carterville got the ball back. 4 plays later, 17-yard touchdown pass from Johnson to Crane at the 1:03 mark, and that made it 21-6 at the end of the first half.
Yeah, but that was just a little drop in the bucket to what we were going to see in that third quarter, when it just felt like every play was an offensive score.
So Carterville was supposed to get the kickoff to start the second half. And Massac executes a perfectly placed onside kick. It hits our front line right in the chest, bounce back. Massac recovers. 4 plays later, they score on a 48-yard touchdown pass from Fairfield to Garnett at the 9:57 mark. That cut the lead 21-12. Then Cozy fumbles the ball for Carterville, and Massac got it back, but Carterville's D holds and forces Massac to punt. Then Carterville, 3 plays later, a 3-yard touchdown run from Chance Myers makes it 27-12. Massac, 3 plays later on the next possession, a 19-yard pass from Fairfield to Garnett made it 27-18. Carterville gets the ball back 3 plays later, a 14-yard touchdown run from Bishing made it 35-18. That was at the 5-minute mark of the third quarter. Then Carterville gets a pickoff. Hayden Harrell picks off the pass, and they take it down 6 plays later. A 15-yard touchdown by Luke Johnson. That extended it out to 42-18 at the 2:40 mark there of the third quarter. And then finally, it was a pick 6 by Drake Cappy at the 10:46 mark to make it 50-18. So wasn't pretty, but Carterville blows out Massac, and they improved to 5-2.
Yeah, when you come down here, you're not looking to put on a beauty contest. You just want to get the win. And the goal is to take care of business and try to keep everybody healthy and get yourself eligible for the playoffs. And right now we are at that position.
50-18 is the final score here at Massac County. We're going to go on and take another break here on our Riggins Pillage Burke Funeral Home postgame show. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on News Radio WJPF.
Central Hospital for Animals in Marion, Herrin, Carbondale, and
What was the
Harrisburg
final?
has been taking care of your furry family members for over 40 years. Sure, they do wellness visits and routine vaccinations, but you might not know about everything they offer.
I think we're going to wrap it up. I don't think
he's on his way.
Oh, is he? Okay, I didn't see him.
Pain or promote wound healing. Noticing that your pet stopped jumping? Maybe they've just slowed down in general.
Benton put up 62.
What was it?
Benton put up 62 tonight on Frankfurt.
Don't let the name fool you. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702, represents more than just electricians. The IBEW is made up of Southern Illinois linemen, trimmers, telephone workers, utility workers, city employees, factory workers, construction workers, and many more. So when you support the IBEW, you're really supporting Southern Illinois. Help make Southern Illinois a brighter place. Put your trust in the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all.
50-18, the final score at Massac County. Carterville now playoff eligible. They pick up win number 5. They're 5-2 on the season as Coach Brett Dowell joins us here on our John A. Logan College post-game show and coach's interview. Coach, congratulations. You're playoff eligible, bub.
Yeah, that's the main thing we talked about afterwards. And, I congratulated those guys. It's hard to do. I think sometimes maybe we take it a little bit for granted, at Carterville because we've had a lot of success and we've had that opportunity. But with the schedule we play and the turnover we have in our roster, with graduation and whatnot, for these guys to continue to battle and really just the response after week one has been unreal. These guys have worked hard and they have earned another trip to the playoffs, and we're going to be in it.
Coach, and you got to give credit here tonight. Massac County didn't quit, and you and I talked about Garnett before the game, and he was everything that you said he was.
Yeah, I told you he was going to be a problem, and he's athletic, and they did a nice job of getting the ball to him isolated, and he made some plays, and we had a breakdown or two in coverage. That's we weren't real sharp there early, and then I thought the coaches made a nice adjustment over there with bringing in our nickel back, and we started double teaming them, and that had a big impact on them and their ability to throw to them in the last part of the game.
To brag on your offense just a little bit, whenever Massac was trying to make a little bit of run and they were taking some swings at us and hitting some, we answered. And that's the main thing. Like, we came out and we found a way to answer every time that we needed to score. They'd come up, and we'd just take the momentum right back.
At halftime, we were looking at a few of our plays. We had a couple possessions in a row we had to punt. And we were really watching that and sat with a couple of our linemen and our running backs, and there was a seam. We were just missing it in the first, and we didn't miss it in the second. And then we just made a slight adjustment on our path, and then we sped it up. We went with a little bit of tempo in the second half, and I thought they struggled with that. And then we even got into our goal line set, our unbalanced goal line set, midfield, and we went and tempoed with that. So that was a great job by our guys, just taking it to them and staying patient. I told them, I said, and this happens in every sport. I think sometimes you scoreboard watch a little too early. I think they came down here thinking, okay, this is our, and this is not a disrespect to Massac County at all, but with playing 6 really tough games in a row and the 4th game in a row on the road, these guys they're kids, man. They're still kids, and they think that they're just going to come down here and it's going to be easy, and we struggled a little bit. They made some plays. We turn a ball over. They get an onside kick, just enough to hang around for a while. But I thought what happened about midway through the third on, when we started scoring pretty quickly, I thought we were just taking care of execution, and that's what you preach to them. Don't worry about the score. Just execute. The score will take care of itself. I thought once we settled in and forgot about, hey, we're supposed to be up by 40. When we got that out of our head, we started moving the ball pretty well.
I think the one thing that I've noticed the last 3 weeks is with this, it seems like this team's optimal speed is when you're going up tempo, though, offensively.
Yeah, we just have to kind of pick our spots with it. I don't want to live in it. But I think that, I thought with Harrisburg, we took the air out of the ball really, and took a lot of time off, controlled the ball, controlled the clock. We did the same thing at St. Joe. Tonight, I think, is a little different. I think, if I could go back and redo this a little bit, I probably would have come out with a little bit more tempo in this game, just because I knew we would be able to run it a little bit better and speed them up. And once we started doing that, I thought, it went pretty well for us.
Coach, congratulations.
Well, thanks.
Playoff eligible, 5-2.
That's awesome.
And our final 2 games are at home.
We get to go back home. It's been
That's
a
gonna feel
long
good.
month, man. It's been a long month.
And I think chili is our dinner.
Right
coming
on,
up
man.
next
But
week.
you know, it's
See what you can do about that.
Give these guys though. I mean, this is tough.
It
These
is.
guys have in the road games. You know, it's a rival at Herrin. That's your first one. I know it's a close trip, but it's your rival. It's emotional. Then you do a 3-hour-plus drive up to St. Joe's, a very good team, and you're playing in terrible conditions. You have an emotional game last week at Harrisburg. Tonight, I mean, it was tough to play tonight. There was no atmosphere. I mean, do they have a CD player? I mean,
No.
I didn't hear a song.
We talked about the
band.
same thing.
You know,
They had the band.
and
It
it
was
was
so
a great
flat.
band.
Yep.
But there was just, I mean, it was quiet. So we tried to make our own atmosphere, and I thought in the second half, like I said, we had a little bit of fun and got going and get out of here with a dub and go home.
Coach, we'll see you next Friday.
All right, see you guys.
Brett Dowell joining us. Lions win it 50-18 this evening here at Massac County. Week 7 is in the books. The Lions now 5-2. Murfreesboro Red Devils come to town next Friday night. Anna Jonesboro will be at Carterville coming up week number 9. Keenan Clark, and we get to go home and stay home for the rest of the regular season.
Looking forward to that matchup. Looking forward to being at home. It's going to be a good time. Can't wait till next Friday night.
Coach Brett Dowell joining us here on our John A. Logan College Coaches Show. Why would you go anywhere else? Gannon, great job back at the studio tonight, buddy. We appreciate your help. That is Keenan Clark. I'm Dave McKenzie. Carterville improves to 5-2 on the season after the 50-18 win at Massac County. For Gannon, for Keenan, I'm Dave McKenzie. Have a great night, and thank you for listening to Lions Sports here on News Radio WJPF. God bless everybody. Thanks, bud.
This broadcast was brought to you in part by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating. Stephen.
All right, let's record something real quick. I'm not going to run through all the scoring, I don't think.
No, there's no need. You can do the quarter scores and